is time for the NBA Finals to get underway. The 2025 champion will be a first-time champion. Will it be the Oklahoma City Thunder, searching for their first championship, the first time they've been back to the NBA Finals since 2012 with the young Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden? Or will it be the Indiana Pacers, also seeking their first NBA championship? The last time they were in the Finals, have to go back to the Reggie Miller days in the 2000 years. So it will be a fascinating matchup. It's going to be a great series. The Thunder with the best defense in the NBA playoffs going up against the Indiana Pacers, who have had the best offense in the NBA playoffs. Thunder won 68 games this season. Truly remarkable. The Pacers, since January 1st, have been a top 5 team in basketball. They proved it, taking down the Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks, and Milwaukee Bucks en route to this NBA Finals matchup. The Thunder, as the number 1 overall seed in the NBA, took down the Memphis Grizzlies. Then they played the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals with that Game 7 defeat of the Denver Nuggets in the semifinals. It's going to be fun. SGA, Tyrese Halliburton. We'll have it all on store here at NBA Now by Chat Sports. Let me know who you got, OKC or the Thunder, as I welcome in my guy, Jeffrey Cooperstein.
Let's go, baby.
In the building, ready to rock as we're 19 minutes away from getting underway in OKC. Coop, how are you doing? How you feel?
I'm great. I'm excited for the NBA Finals, man. It's always the most fun time of year when the champion is crowned, and I think this is going to be a good series. I know a lot of people are saying OKC in 5. I think Indiana could get at least 2 games and push this thing to 6, maybe even 7, but ultimately I do have the Thunder prevailing.
Yeah, I got to be honest, I am rocking with the Thunder in terms of what I think will happen. Not only in this game, but in the series. I think OKC's depth, length, and ability to just play both sides of the floor at an elite level will ultimately just wear down this Indiana team. But listen, the Pacers have proved us wrong before. I didn't think they were going to be able to take down the Cleveland Cavaliers. I didn't think they were going to be able to take down the New York Knicks.
No doubt.
They looked like the better team in that matchup both times. So I'm going to be fascinated to see if they're able to do it again. Time and the Buckeyes rocking with the Pacers.
My man.
So is TFL Productions. Richard Lee's going with the Thunder. So listen, we'll see. It's the live poll. 59% of the live poll rocking with the Thunder. Now 61%. Get your votes in the chat as the live poll as well. While you guys do that, I got to tell you about the sponsor on today's show, and that is Prize Picks, the daily fantasy sports app and platform I play every single day. And don't miss out on your last chance to get the players from the hardwood in your lineup, whether it's points, rebounds, assists, combined. Get in on the action, pick more or less, and you could have a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. It's so easy. You just pick more or less. PrizePicks also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. They also have weekly promotions all the time and flash deals. Well, there's a finals discount for tonight's action, Game 1. Tyrese Halliburton's point total went from 17.5 to 13.5. Take advantage of that NBA discount or that basketball discount drop, right now if you want to. Listen, no guarantee he gets more than 13.5, but hey, we'll see. I have an entry in. I am actually a little bit nervous of the Halliburton point total, so I'm staying away. My official entry for today, more than Pascal Siakam, 19.5 points, more than Kaysen Wallace, 12.5 points, rebounds, assists, and then more than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 22.5 field goals attempted. That's just my entry. You can get your entry right now. But join me and the millions of others over on Prize Picks. Download the app. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. All right. I'll say this, Coop. I still can't get over the fact that they don't want us to say a certain 3-letter word. But on the graphic, it has it on there.
I know.
How ridiculous is that?
I noticed.
30, that's what messed me up in the head. 30 people in the building. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here early before Game 1. 15 minutes and change to go. I see Richard Lee saying he's taking the more than on SGA free throw attempts. This is our super chat menu today. Any super chat gets on screen. We appreciate any donations to help us go live more often. $5, we'll talk about your team, whether it's the Pacers, whether it's the Thunder. Heck, if you're just a basketball fan wondering what your team in the offseason might do, well, we cover every NBA team, so we can let you know. $10, I'll get to crack open my Happy Dad and have a little beers cheers. And $20, we can get even wild on a Thursday night and take a shot. Me and Coop are both off tomorrow.
We are.
We'll be in the office on Sunday for Game 2, which is why you need to stay locked in because we'll be live for every game. But that is an opportunity to have some fun tonight because tonight's our Friday night, Coop.
Absolutely. I'm excited. We can have some fun tonight. And look, there's nothing better than watching the NBA Finals and having a few brews.
Yeah, you're telling me. I can't wait. Hopefully someone sends in a 10 so I can crack open my beer. I've been told I'm not allowed to do it unless someone does. So, the beer's going to stay locked and loaded
No doubt.
until someone cracks it open. Make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon as we continue to get closer and closer to tip-off. We have about 30 people watching. Can we get 15 likes? Can we get 50%? Because we're going to be live for the NBA Finals every game for free. Play-by-play, commentary, analysis. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 15 likes. I want to look at some storylines to watch as we get closer and closer to tip-off, but I'm not doing it until we get to 15 likes.
I like that.
We got
Hit
to
that
get
thumbs
to
up
15.
icon.
We're 7 likes away. That should be very, very easy. And then we can get the full pregame show underway.
My guy Richard Lee says, Coop, what a difference a year makes. The Mavs in the finals a year ago, Luka gone. It's been a crazy 365 for the Mavs, Richard Lee. It absolutely has. And it might get crazier here in the next couple of weeks with some rumors surrounding Jason Kidd. So
Oh, boy.
It'll be something.
All right, come on. We're 7 likes away. Can you hit that thumbs up icon?
Like it up.
I mean, 15 likes is not much to ask
No,
for.
not at all.
This is brutal. As we get more and more people tuning in here, hit that like button to welcome into the stream. We got 6 likes away. My guy Nick's Galaxy's in the building. I know my guy Nick's
Galaxy.
I know he has. Nick's Galaxy's a legend.
He'll take care of us.
Oh, yeah. He always gets us rolling in the right direction. We're 4 likes away, and then we can get into some storylines to watch. Come on. 4 away. Who are going to be the 4 likes to get us underway? And the 3 away.
Let's go. We want to talk about this series, man. I think it's a pretty intriguing one.
I think this is maybe the most fascinating NBA Finals matchups that we've had
in a while.
long time.
Absolutely.
I really do feel that way. I mean, I don't want to bring up old wounds, Coop, but I think most people knew what was going to happen last year in the Finals.
Including myself.
Most people knew what was going to happen 2 years ago as well between the Nuggets and Heat. I would say the last time we went into a Finals to where, I guess the Thunder are pretty massive favorites, but, it's still such a fascinating matchup.
They're minus 650.
Styles to play. Now, I will say I had a future.
We're 1 like away, by the way.
1 like away. Let's get to 15. I put in a future on the Thunder to win the title, plus 750 last July.
No way.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. But because they're such big favorites in the series, Coop, I was able to hedge on the Pacers for really not that much at all.
Yeah, fair.
Because the Pacers, when I got it in, were plus 530 to win the finals.
Nice. So you're going to win some money.
I'm going to win the same amount of money because I put just whatever money it would take to reach the same amount if the Thunder won.
Yeah.
I put on the Pacers, and I won money last weekend being in Virginia betting, so that's playing with
Let's go.
money anyway. So I'm just coming up. It was around the 200 range. No matter who wins the finals, it's pretty good.
That's big time.
All right, we got the 15 likes, which means we can talk about this storyline. The first storyline that I'm keeping my eyes on for, at least in Game 1, is Tyrese Halliburton aggressive? Because when you look at the Pacers' success against the Knicks, and just overall in the playoffs, they've had a lot of success. They are the most successful when Halliburton is taking 20-plus shots.
Absolutely.
When Tyrese shoots 14, 15 times a game, which is where he wants to be because he's a true playmaker. He'd rather see his teammates get a shot than himself. They just don't perform as well because Halliburton's just so much better than everyone else. So it's will he get 20 shots up tonight? But also, who defends him? Is it going to be a Lou Dort? Is it going to be a Cason Wallace? They've got so many bodies that they can throw at him. That's going to be fascinating. Coop, quick thoughts. Like, what do you think Tyrese will have to do in the series to get Indiana over the hump?
Yeah, I mean, look, we know that Tyrese is one of the best playmakers in the NBA. He's one of the best assist men in the league. I really think he has to be aggressive going to the rim, and I know he's going to get his fair share of three-point attempts. Now, I'm curious to see because the Thunder went with Cason Wallace in their starting lineup over Isaiah Hartenstein. And so I think Wallace will end up getting the starting assignment on Tyrese Halliburton. So we'll see how Rick Carlisle wants to counteract that. But we know he loves Halliburton getting the offense and getting them in their flow quickly and with pace. So I think that'll be the key. If Halliburton can control the pace of this game, that's how the Pacers can stay in the series.
Yeah, agree. The second storyline to watch, which now just becomes even more interesting, is J-Dub, a.k.a. Jalen Williams, the Santa Clara wing, versus Pascal Siakam. Now, these are the second options on each team. Now, you could argue Siakam's the number one option offensively, although Halliburton does direct all the traffic. Obviously, SGA leads the Thunder offense. J-Dub Siakam, I could say, is the second best player on their respective teams. Now, the normal Thunder starting lineup this season has been SGA, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein. The Pacers starting lineup, Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner.
Yep.
Now, I thought, based off matchups, Jalen Williams would have to guard Siakam because I don't think Isaiah Hartenstein or Chet Holmgren would be able to stay with him. Jalen Williams, a all-defensive player this year. I believe he was on the second team. Lou Dort was on the first team. He'll likely guard Halliburton to start. Well, now the Thunder have actually changed their starting lineup for this first game, at least, to where the second-year guard from Kentucky, Cason Wallace, is actually going to be starting, and Isaiah Hartenstein is coming off of the bench, forcing the Thunder to play a little bit more small ball, but it also lines up J-Dub and Pascal Siakam to go head-to-head in this series. So that is going to be a massive matchup. I say this. I think the Thunder are the better team regardless, but if Jalen Williams outplays Pascal Siakam in the series, Coop, the Pacers stand no chance.
Yeah.
Siakam, someone who has finals experience in the past, was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. That is a massive individual matchup.
Yeah, Siakam's going to have to be maybe even the Pacers' best player for them to really thrive in this series. And he's going to have a bunch of bodies thrown at him, I think. But yeah, they'll start with J-Dub, who, like you said, is an all-NBA defender. And that'll be a difficult matchup for Pascal to get going. Now, he's had a pretty good postseason so far, but it's going to ramp up another level. OKC was the best team in the regular season and throughout this playoffs for a reason. And we're going to see one of the best matchups, I think, in this series between Williams and Siakam for sure.
Yeah, let's move it over to my next storyline to watch. Can Indiana limit their fouls? Obviously, the number one topic on NBA Twitter over the last 2 weeks has been the SGA foul baiting, the foul merchant conversation after he won MVP. Now, does he get to the line more than anyone else? Yes, he does. Is he a merchant? I don't think so. He just makes a really good he does a really good job of forcing defenders in the bad angles, which then forces body contact, which gets himself to the free throw line.
He's a merchant.
But that's what Coop thinks. It's not what I think. But the thing is, Indiana fouls a lot. They have a very aggressive defender in Aaron Nesmith. Andrew Nembhard is very aggressive defensively as well. And I actually saw something come across my timeline today that out of the 10 most foul games this year, Indiana has been in 4 or 5 of them. So
interesting.
They get a lot of fouls called on them because they are very physical defensively, and you wonder how that whistle will ultimately play out. Will SGA get the benefit of the doubt, that MVP whistle, and get to the line double-digit times on an annual average basis in this series? Because if he's living at the line 10-plus times a game, Coop, I really don't think the Pacers stand a chance in this series. So can they play defense on SGA without fouling? That will be a major storyline in this game.
Yeah, Prize Picks set the more or less on SGA free throw attempts at 10.5. And full disclosure, I hammered the more on that one. That's going to be the story of the series. It really will. If Shea can get to his spots and force Indiana to foul him and he gets to the line, I don't see a way that Indiana can really overcome that, because if Shea's going to convert his free throws in addition to what he's going to do from the floor. He's going to average 30 points a night. So you really have to kind of try to defend him without fouling, which is obviously easier said than done because he was the league's MVP this year.
Yeah, and then the next storyline, I like this changes with Cason Wallace being inserted into the starting lineup, but which bench outperforms the other? You can make the argument, and I would probably say this with 1,000% vindictiveness in me?
Vindication.
Vindication, yeah, I'm not a very good wordsmith. That these two are the two best teams in terms of their depth. The Pacers can go 10 deep. They bring T.J. McConnell off the bench, Benedict Mathurin off the bench. You see Ben Shepherd come off the bench and make some plays. They are just so deep. While Oklahoma does the same thing. They usually bring Cason Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams, and now they're going to bring Isaiah Hartenstein off of the bench and move Cason Wallace in the starting lineup. The guard matchups off the bench are just going to be very fun to watch. Like, I think the Thunder's bench is just so underrated. I don't know if it is at this point anymore, but the trio of Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso, like, are you serious?
They're amazing.
Off the bench?
The Caruso trade for OKC was so perfect, and everyone said it at the time that was just the perfect addition to this Oklahoma City roster, and it's turned out to be just that. He's been absolutely fantastic for them, and he's a big reason why they're here right now. And, yeah, like you mentioned, Isaiah Joe, they're going to bring Isaiah Hartenstein off the bench tonight as well to even deepen their rotation. So Mark Daigneault can really go 8, 9, even 10 if he wanted to, and we'll see what kind of rotation he decides to employ tonight, which will be interesting because he really hasn't run this lineup before, at least in recent times in the postseason. So I'll be curious to see how he combats that.
Yeah, and then the last storyline that I got to talk about is, does the Indiana Pacers go zone versus the OKC offense? The Thunder offense just has so many weapons at their disposal that teams are just forced to go zone. You saw the Nuggets do it in the conference semifinals. You saw the Timberwolves do it in the conference finals. And it has limited OKC to a degree. The Thunder have only shot 33% from beyond the arc in the playoffs so far from 3. And if they go cold, that's where you can really get them. Now, the Thunder have had really good counter punches to that, to getting SGA into the mid-range with a high screen, and then he kind of snake dribbles to that free throw line, which then sets up a lot, and a lob to the baseline dunker, which has oftentimes been Chet Holmgren. But the Thunder have not shot well from 3 in the playoffs, something they did extremely well in the regular season. So I could see the Pacers early in this series, if their man-to-man defense isn't up to par. Rick Carlisle is all for switching things up, throwing the kitchen sink at his opponents, and I could very much see the Pacers going zone, something they have not done in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference so far.
Yeah. Rick is he has gone to a zone a few times in his coaching career with the Mavericks and with the Pistons and with the Pacers the first time. He's not afraid to throw that out there as a counteract to whatever opponent he's playing. Look, I do think that overall Indiana is pretty outmatched on that end of the floor against OKC, so maybe he decides to go to his zone at some points. He likes to do it out of timeout specifically, so be on the lookout for that. But I think they'll start in man, and we'll see if OKC ends up going hot, and if they do, they'll just have to match them up. And then if OKC's cold from shooting, maybe Indiana does go to his zone and try to force them.
Yeah, I'll say this. OKC has been historically good at home in this playoffs. I think it's the biggest plus margin in NBA playoff history at home coming into the finals. They've just been absolutely dominant. The only game they've lost at home this playoffs is that game 1 game against Denver where they choked an 8-point lead with a minute to go. So Pacers have to overcome a lot. Coop, why don't we do a like driver here?
Yeah,
because
let's do that.
We got over 300 people in the building as we're a couple minutes away from tipping off. Yeah, we only have 22 likes. Our bosses want us to have a 50% like rate at all times. And I am someone who wants to make my bosses happy so I don't get yelled at. So can you help us out here? We're live completely for free, breaking down the game, play-by-play commentary, analysis throughout. Hit that like button if you want more free NBA Finals coverage. 364 people watching. Let's get to 100 likes before we tip off. I think that's something that should
100 likes is absolutely realistic.
Very easy. Come on. We just need 67 likes. I think that is a good aiming point as we're under 2 minutes away from getting underway. This is one of the most excited finals I've been for in a long time.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm a Miami Heat fan. Coop is a Mavericks fan. So we've each been in the finals the past couple of years.
Absolutely.
So
on the wrong end.
Yeah, on the wrong end. We've been excited for the finals, but as an objective viewer, I don't think I've ever been more excited for a finals. This is going to be an awesome matchup. And if you're with me, come on, help me out. Let's get 200 likes, folks. I mean,
halfway home.
Come on. Fellas, ladies, we need to get to 100 likes. The game's almost the tip-off. Like, I don't want to beg here. I'm not going to be on my hands and knees, but it feels almost disrespectful to a degree. And if it was up to me, if we didn't get there, I'd shut this puppy off. And I'll go home and drink some beers with Coop and watch this game myself.
The chat house is popping tonight, I'm sure.
What'd you say?
Chat house got to be popping tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Marsh is there because...
Oh, yeah, he's got...
Yeah. Come on, we're about 36 likes away from getting there. Hit that thumbs up icon. Help us out. My guy Jeff Bartlett saying he was like number 14 because he's a legend. We're 33 likes away. Come on. Let's get there. But, Coop, as we wait to see if the like numbers can get there, it is almost time for tip-off, and I think we got to get the chat rolling as well.
Let's go, baby.
If you're ready for the game to get underway, spam me. You want to shout out on the live show? Spam me.
Those me's.
We got over 500 people watching. Spam those me's down in the comment section.
Let's go. Yeah, time in.
Mike Breen, Richard Jefferson, Doris Burke on the call. Respect to those people. I think we're better.
We are better.
Shout out to Time Man. Shout out to Nick's Galaxy. Shout out to MAF. Keep on spamming those me's in the chat as we are about to get underway in OKC for Game 1. Thunder rocking their white unis, Pacers wearing their yellows. Andrew Nembhard, Tyrese Halliburton, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner starting for Indiana. For OKC, the main switch, Cason Wallace into the starting lineup to go up with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, and Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Hartenstein moved to the bench to match up with the Indiana Pacers a little bit better. Game 1, finals. We're going to crown a first-time champion for the first time in a long time. Will it be the Thunder? Will it be the Pacers? Let's find out together. Tip is up. Tip is won by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Lou Dort will be guarded by Pascal Siakam. Interesting matchup there to start. Jalen Williams being tracked by Aaron Nesmith. He drives inside, gets cut off, and kicks it back out to Cason Wallace. Halliburton defending there. Out to Dort, top of the key three, no good, and Nesmith cleans up the rebound. So interesting start there. They put Nembhard on SGA, Nesmith on Jalen Williams. Turner left open for three. He cannot hit the top of the key effort. Rebounded by Dort, and now SGA touches the ball for the first time in this contest. Holmgren sets a screen. SGA gets downhill to the rim, swoops in, lefty layup. Oh, what a tough and nifty finish by the MVP, OKC, on the board to start this one. If he's going to be able to get inside to the paint like that, the Pacers are going to be in trouble.
Good luck.
Jalen Williams is defending Siakam like anticipated. He swings it to Nembhard. His left wing three rattles in and out. Lou Dort tracks down his second rebound. Up ahead to SGA. He gets out and running. Siakam picks him up here. Now pick and pop with Holmgren. Show and go. Holmgren to the rim. Bumped. No foul. But Chet gets it to go with the left hand. And it's 4-0 Thunder early.
Is this going to be a blowout?
I don't want to overreact, but 2 possessions in a row where the Thunder just get to the rim. Cason Wallace almost strips Siakam. Ball's loose. Still loose. Now Halliburton to the corner. Nesmith, 3. No good.
Goodness.
The Pacers have shot 3 threes, 0 for 3. Pacers, by the way, shot 49% from the corner in the Eastern Conference playoffs. SGA gets downhill, bumps Nesmith, and is blocked out of bounds. So better job protecting the rim there for Indiana, and the Thunder will have it with 11 on the shot clock. Nesmith, boy, is he a good defender. That's actually off SGA. I wonder if the Pacers would challenge that. Not gonna this early. Looked like it was off the fingertips of Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams inbounds it to SGA. He gets downhill, drops it off to Dort. Little weird jumper there by Lou Dort. Couldn't get it to go. Weird angle. Pacers now come the other way, looking for their first basket of the evening. Halliburton driving, floater on the baseline, no good. Jalen Williams with the rebound. Thunder defense clamped up early. Pull up 3 in transition for J-Dub. It goes! And it's an early 7-0 lead for the best team in the NBA all season long. Miles Turner inside, fouled by Holmgren, and he'll go to the charity stripe to try to end this scoreless 2.5-minute drought for the Pacers. Tell you what, if he's going to be able to just walk up in transition and bury threes like that, you're in trouble, Coop.
I got this.
I mean, Siakam just was backpedaling the entire time. Miles Turner, back rim, hits the ceiling, and then drops down and in for the first Pacers bucket of the day. He really struggled from the line in that series against New York. Shot, I think, mid-60s in that series?
He did, yeah.
He goes 1 of 2 here. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will go to OKC. They're saying it's off Nesmith.
7-1.
It's not a good start if you're a Pacers supporter. That's for sure. Holmgren takes the ball up, drives, kicks to Dort in the corner. He works inside. Now finds it Jalen Williams again. Jalen Williams doubled, turns around, elbow jumper, rattles off the front rim. Rebounded by Siakam. Here he brings it up now. Dort picks him up at the top of the key, and the Pacers reset to the corner now. I mean, you could see the Pacers just look a little bit rattled with their inability to get into their offensive sets here, but they find Siakam inside, mismatch on Wallace, and he banks it home with the left hand. Now Wallace quickly the other way to Dort for a corner 3. No good. Long rebound out to Nembhard. He'll push for Indiana. Oh, that's a travel. Yeah, they call it. I didn't know if they were going to call foul or not, but it certainly was a travel if no foul, and they're going to whistle the Pacers for a turnover. Cooper, are you shocked that Nembhard's the one starting out on SGA early?
No, I mean, he's a little smaller than SGA is, I feel like. But no, Rick likes to put him on the other team's best guards. So that doesn't shock me.
Just with Nesmith being the one that defends Brunson, I would have been expecting him on SGA. SGA drove it in and turned it over. Lost the ball, might have been blocked. I don't know what they called there. But the Pacers turn it over themselves. Holmgren now up ahead. What is he doing? And he will throw it out of bounds. Thunder defense is just so tough to go against. They hound you nonstop. Nembhard pick and roll with Turner. Nothing comes to fruition there. So it's a reset. Nembhard to Siakam at the free throw line. He just rises over Wallace and gets the friendly bounce to go. So that's 4 straight points now for Pascal Siakam. 5 for the Pacers. Down 7-0, now 7-5. 4 minutes and change into this one. SGA pull up 3. Bottoms for the MVP. He's got 5 points, and it's a 5-point lead for OKC. You could tell that the Pacers want him to shoot it from beyond the arc. Improved three-point shooter, but not his strong suit. Miles Turner, little bump and elbow jumper goes. Indiana's 3 for 7 to start in this one. OKC 4 of 9. Jalen Williams, mid-range pull-up jumper, no good. Halliburton with the rebound. He'll push for Indiana. Up to Siakam. To the corner, it's Nembhard. Wide open corner 3. And it's good, and we're tied up at 10. 5 minutes, into this game. And that's going to force an early timeout by the Oklahoma City Thunder. So we'll head to our first TV timeout where the score is currently 10-10. It's a 10-3 run for the Pacers after trailing 7-0 in this one early on. Cool. Woo! I think
that was a spicy start.
I know. I feel like there wasn't a lot of stoppages in plays, only 2 free throws. I'm very much entertained by the fast-paced start in this one. I'll be honest. If you guys are like me and if you're having fun, help me out and hit that like button. We got 530 people watching. We still only have 95 likes.
It's kind of BS.
Our super chat menu today, $20 super chats, shots. I tell you what, if we get to 150 likes during this timeout, I'll take a shot in the house. We're 51 likes away. Hit that thumbs up icon. Help me out. 150 before play resumes, and I'm taking a shot because we're off to a good, fun start in this one.
I don't know what's going on with this, but it is all like messed up.
What do you mean?
The
stats?
Yeah, this one.
I'm sure it would have been ahead anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. We'll see if it's better next time. This is our super chat menu today. Any super chat gets on screen. $5, we talk about your team. If you're a fan of the Pacers, you're a fan of the Thunder, you could ask us a question there. You could ask us a question if you're a Pistons fan. It don't matter to us. $5, we'll talk about it. $10, we'll get to crack open this Happy Dad and take a beers cheers. And as I mentioned, $20 super chat, taking shots. But if we get to 150 likes during this TV timeout, I'll take a shot on the house. We're 22 away. Can we get 22 likes before play resumes? I think we can.
We absolutely can. We need to because we have almost 700 people watching here in the chat. So help us get to 200 likes right now.
I know, it's just ridiculous. Who was the first player to score? That would be the MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got the first bucket. Nice little lefty layup inside. But the leading scorer in the game is also SGA. I was going to see if it was something else, but Gilgeous-Alexander has 5. Chet Holmgren has 2. Jalen Williams has 5 as well. I think. No. Who's got the other 3?
SGA.
Does he have 7? I got to pull up the box score now.
Yeah, because he has the 3, the bucket, and the free throws.
SGA didn't get to the line, did he?
I thought so.
It's 5-3-2. My math is bad. Jalen Williams had a 3. Pascal Siakam has 4, and then Nembhard and Turner each have 3.
Do you like this one, or do you like that one?
Sorry, what?
The scoreboards.
Ooh, I kind of like this up, the one in preview.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm cool with either.
That doesn't matter to me, but I like the dark blue to orange rather than the light blue to gold. Yeah, we're changing the scoreboard colors a little bit, folks. We're 2 likes away from 150, and they're about to start. Can we get to the mark? We're right there. There we go. Oh, my God. We came up short, Coop. How ridiculous is that? By 1 like. We're at 149.
What a joke. Oh, we're there.
Okay. We'll count it.
We're there.
We'll count it.
I'll count it.
All right, we're back in action. Jalen Williams, pull-up jumper, comes up short. First substitutions of the game. Ben Shepherd in for Indiana. So is Obi Toppin. No changes for OKC. Pacers looking for their first lead of the night after going down 7-0 to start the game. Toppin driving on Holmgren, cut off on the baseline, throws it away. That's a turnover. I tell you what, Obi Toppin trying to initiate the offense, probably not going to go well for the Indiana Pacers in this series.
Yeah, he's not exactly a creator.
3rd turnover of the game so far for Indiana.
You know Rick is just absolutely incensed with that because they do take care of the ball better than most people in the NBA.
Rick Carlisle trying to get the Pacers their first title in franchise history. Would not be the first time he won a title. He was the head coach for the Mavericks in 2011. SGA drives inside, absorbs contact, floats it up and
That's
in.
a bucket.
And he puts OKC back up in front. He's got 7. Miles Turner at the top of the key, hands off to Halliburton. Turner gets it back. Now they get into an action with Nembhard. Nembhard rejects the screen. Drop off to Turner. Stripped by Lou Dort on the weak side. That Thunder defense. 4th turnover for Indiana. SGA, pull-up jumper at the line. Can't get the roll there, but how about Lou Dort amongst the crowd? Gets the offensive board. Kicked out to Holmgren. He goes up. Contact, no call, out of bounds, and it's going to go to Indiana. I think Holmgren forced that one there. Shocked SGA missed that pull-up free throw line jumper.
I know, he's automatic from there.
If you're Nembhard, you have to do a better job of picking him up. You can't let him walk into that shot. But that's also why I'm shocked he's defending him, because he's just so much shorter than him.
He is significantly shorter.
Miles Turner will try his hand at a 3. No good. He's now 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. But the Pacers have generated open looks to this point. They just need to control their turnovers. SGA drives, bumped, fouled on the floor. I tell you what, the way they officiate is so different from game to game, from series to series.
Absolutely.
That would have been 2 free throws for the MVP last series against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah,
SGA. I wonder if he did end up tweaking that ankle. It kind of looked like he turned it a little bit, but haven't seen him act any different. He's cut off now on this drive, and he resets out to Holmgren, then gets it back. 8 on the shot clock. Drops it off to Chet. Chet inside. Kicks out to Wallace. Left wing 3. No good there. Ball kept alive by Dort to Holmgren. Misses. Another offensive rebound, Lou Dort, and he's fouled. Lou Dort with 3 offensive rebounds in the last minute. How about the effort from, I think, the longest tenured Oklahoma City Thunder player?
Is he?
I think so.
That sounds right.
Because he was on the team the year before they traded for SGA in 2019. I don't think anyone else was there.
No? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
You know, people forget Lou Dort and SGA were young players on that team in the bubble that barely lost to the Rockets with Russ and Harden. SGA slithers inside, gets to his right hand, and banks it home. SGA with a game-high 9 points early in this first quarter. Timeout, Indiana. Pacers want to talk it over. They now trail by 4 with 5 to go in this opening period. SGA just getting too many easy good looks early in this one, Coop. Too easy.
Too easy for him, and if it's going to be that easy for him, it's going to be a short series.
Yeah, if I don't want to overreact, but I mean, if SGA is going to get this many looks at the rim uncontested, we can basically say this series is going to be over by, I believe, next Friday would be Game 4.
Yeah, you are correct.
This second TV timeout will give us a chance to tell you about our sponsor on today's show. Shout out to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy sports platform that makes this live show possible. I play Prize Picks on a daily basis. Join me and the millions of others right now with the last chance to get in on the action in the basketball playoffs, because we're crowning a champ for the first time in more than 50 years. Get points, rebounds, assists, doesn't matter. Combine 2 or more player stat projections for a chance to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. They also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out of your lineup if it isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. They have weekly discounts like Taco Tuesday, Flex Friday as well. They had a discount today to where Halliburton's point total was dropped down from 17.5 to 13.5. You could have took advantage of that. If you did not, I'm sure they'll come with another discount throughout this final series of playoff basketball. I had an entry for today's game. Briefly looking at that here, I had more than Siakam, 19.5 points. He's got 4. More than Cason Wallace, 12.5 points, rebounds, assists. He has 0. That's not good there. And then I took more than SGA, 22.5 field goal attempts. He already has 6. So I like where that's heading early.
Love that.
Siakam and SGA need Cason to get going. But download the app and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Links in the description, comments, and live chat. Prize Picks. Run your game. All right, appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on this Thursday evening. 800 people watching. Hit that like button. Also subscribe, because if you are just here with us for the first time, we will be live for every single NBA Finals game. Me and Jeffrey Cooperstein are going to hold it down for you. But we also are our lead NBA guys in a whole. I'll be here live for the NBA draft on the 25th and 26th of June. That is going to be a ton of fun. We'll be here for the week of free agency as well. That gets started on June 30th. It is going to be a very fun 6 weeks from now until the end of free agency in mid-July. Subscribe, join us, but we also have daily content in terms of NFL, college football, more NBA. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you stick around. It's a lot of fun over here. We're trying to get to 410K subscribers. We're 506 away.
I think we can do it today.
I think we can as well.
I think we can.
I'm willing to bet out of the 840 people watching, I'd say 400 are probably not subscribed.
I would
That's
say so.
lowballing it.
If they all hit it right now, we would be 100 subs away.
That's
quick math.
It, man. I did say if we got to 150 likes during the first TV timeout, I'd take a shot. We got there. Shout out to y'all.
Let's go.
Shout out to y'all. All right, we finally have our first substitutions for the Thunder. Isaiah Joe in, Alex Caruso in, and so is Isaiah Hartenstein. How about SGA stripping it from Nesmith twice there? Ball eventually finds its way out of bounds off of Caruso's knee. TJ McConnell is also into the game for the first time for Indiana. Caruso going to be the one defending Pascal Siakam here in this stretch. McConnell having a hard time getting it in. Finds Halliburton. Corner three, no good. And Indiana is just ice cold from beyond the arc so far.
This is what I was afraid of. If Indiana's not making their threes.
SGA walks into a mid-range jumper too strong. Couldn't get it to go. Ball tapped around but rebounded by Obi Toppin. And here comes Halliburton. SGA picks him up. Swung around to the corner to McConnell, who did not turn it over, but Aaron Nesmith did. He stepped on the out-of-bounds line before swinging it to McConnell. That's the 5th turnover of the first quarter already. We saw this against the Nuggets. We saw this against the Grizzlies. We saw this against the Timberwolves. OKC just forces an abundance of turnovers.
Oh, it's unbelievable how they do it.
Isaiah Joe driving inside. How about the pull-up mid-range for the former Arkansas Razorback? Lead is up to 6 for OKC. Second largest of the game. Previous was 7. McConnell tight-roping the baseline. Brings it back out to Halliburton. That's a big, hard screen set by McConnell. Halliburton inside, out to Toppin. He drives. Back out to Halliburton. That's going to be another turnover. The 6th turnover of the quarter on the Pacers. The 2nd turnover for Obi Toppin.
It really looks like OKC's length is bothering Indiana. They have nowhere to go. They're packing the paint. They're going to have to find a quick adjustment here.
Yeah, their pick and rolls aren't working. The Thunder are just so versatile defensively. They could switch everything
yep.
and still feel confident with that individual matchup. SGA drives inside. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but either way, no good. Pacers have numbers the other way. Halliburton left open in the right corner, and the Pacers are on the board with a triple, and so is Halliburton with his first points of the night. Halliburton's just 2nd three-point attempt of the game. I believe he's 1 of 3 from the field as a whole. The lead is cut to 3. Oh, what a pass by Hartenstein. Finds a back-cutting SGA. Worked around the perimeter. Open 3 Caruso. Bottoms it. And the Thunder have the answer. And then the Pacers and Obi Toppin turn it over again. 3rd for Toppin, 7th for Indiana.
You got to get Obi out of the game.
Yeah, he's been atrocious. SGA driving, pull up mid-range, comes up short there. Good defense by Nesmith. You wonder if he will stay there a little bit longer. Halliburton over to Toppin. I'd get the ball out of his hands. Oh, my God.
He double dribbled.
Oh, wow. They're going to say Caruso tipped it. Oh, what a hard screen set by Pascal Siakam. That's going to be an illegal screen. That is also the 8th turnover of the first quarter for Indiana. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of contact
He's
there.
moving.
I guess I don't know if that's a foul. Tyrese Halliburton will take a seat on the bench for the first time in this one. Benedict Mathurin will check in for the first time. Aaron Wiggins into the game for the Thunder. Lou Dort takes a seat. Wiggins just throws it out of bounds. That was odd.
Siakam kind of bottled him up, and it looked like it went off Siakam and then off Wiggins.
Sloppy first quarter for each team. Indiana a little bit more than OKC. I'll say this. If you're the Pacers, 8 turnovers in the first quarter, you're only down 6. make it 4 after a good layup by McConnell, you got to feel kind of good with where you're at.
Oh, if you're Indiana, you feel fantastic.
Oh, Hartenstein inside, loses the handle, turns around, fouled by Miles Turner, and Hartenstein's going the line for 2.
Look, the Pacers are down 4, and they've turned it over 8 times. So you feel good about that.
Hartenstein's first free throw is good. You know, I'm not surprised at the low-scoring first quarter. Indiana's actually a better defensive team than I think most people realize, and we knew that OKC was going to limit the Thunder or the Pacers' ability to just score 30 points consistently. Like, the Knicks were a good defensive team, but the the Thunder are just on a different level.
Heat legend Thomas Bryant's in the ball game.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I didn't know he played.
Oh my God, you didn't watch the Pacers-Knicks series?
Not really. I was watching the Stars.
Oh, were they always on the same night? Hartenstein went 2 of 2, so it's back to a 6-point lead. Nembhard corner 3, air ball. Oh boy, SGA with the rebound. He'll push now for the Thunder. Picked up by Siakam. SGA gets downhill. Oh, what a move by Gilgeous-Alexander, but smoked it. Ball tipped around, finds its way to Hartenstein, who lays it up and in. 4-0 spurt by Hartenstein. It's an 8-point lead for the Thunder, largest of the game to this point. And it looks like OKC is going to go to a zone here and switch up their look. Maybe not.
Foul on the floor, and it was on the floor.
That looked like a zone. Maybe that was just weird.
It was a little matchup zone, it looked like.
That was such a pretty move by Gilgeous-Alexander. Just couldn't get it to fall. He might have 22.5 attempts by halftime. He's got like 8 or 9.
He's already got 8, I believe.
Casey Wallace has done nothing, though. We need to change that. Siakam spinning on Caruso. Caruso doing an excellent job moving his feet, forcing a swing to Mathurin. He drives inside, goes up in a crowd. Blocked by Caruso.
He's got 10.
Shot attempts already? My goodness. SGA working downhill. Maybe this is the 10th. Fall away from the baseline. Wow, that is tough. Timeout once again, Indiana. And it's now a double-digit lead for OKC. 1 minute to go in this opening 12.
Look, it was 19-15, so the Thunder have gone on a little bit of a run here and distanced themselves. If you were Indiana, you knew the turnover was going to catch up to you at some point.
I mean, that's just a tough little bump move.
That's a bucket.
That 10 to 12-foot baseline jumper is his office.
I mean, there's few players who have shot the mid-range like Shea has. I mean, you think about DeMar DeRozan, you think about Carmelo Anthony.
That is now 11 first-quarter points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is 5 of 11 from the field, Coop.
He's already halfway there, baby.
Listen, I usually criticize players for having the same amount of shot attempts as points. 11 shots to get 11 points, not very efficient. But I honestly think when it comes to the NBA Finals and the NBA playoffs, it just really comes down to the buckets.
Absolutely. Who are the bucket getters?
SGA is a bucket getter. You know what? I'm sorry. I know I'm only a 24-year-old, Coop, and I wasn't alive for the prime old days of NBA basketball. But bring back the goddamn mid-range. Why not?
I love a mid-range.
When was the NBA at its best, Coop? When Dwayne Wade, when Kobe Bryant,
Dirk,
Paul Pierce,
Tim Duncan. No doubt.
You know, mid-range, little big shots from 10, 12 feet, Coop.
It's all threes and layups, and you can kind of more or less thank the guy who's coaching for the Indiana Pacers right now for that offensive evolution. He was the first one to really go threes or layups only.
Yeah.
And that's where the league is now.
How about this? Indiana has 8 turnovers. They have only 6 made shots. Trailing by 10, McConnell in the corner. Has a good matchup here with Joe. He should be able to take him, which he does. Inside, hangs, finishes.
That was tough.
Yeah, Isaiah Joe, he's not the best defender. He's in there for his 3-point shooting. So I would imagine Indiana tries to target him on that end. Hartenstein has it. Show and go. Driving to the rim. Fouled. And one. Isaiah Hartenstein, coming off of the bench for OKC, has 6 points. Chance to be 7 with a trip to the charity stripe.
Looks like that change from Mark Daigneault made sense as Hartenstein's really provided a spark for OKC off the bench.
I'll say this.
Thomas Bryant's a joke.
My Heat fans know this. Thomas Bryant.
He's embarrassing.
He can't play.
KP can't play.
He just can't. I love him. From my hometown, the 585.
Shout out Rochester.
Rochester, New York, baby. But my God, he can't defend. He can't even rebound. Right? He's a good rim running big. Yeah, like in a pick and roll, he'll get it in the short roll and finish. But defense and rebounding, not his calling cards. He's taken out of the game. Siakam's now the small ball center. Obi Toppin looking to atone for those turnovers. He does there with a triple to get the lead back to 8.
Oh, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are the Pacers doing? Andrew Nembhard, 90 feet from the basket, just grabs OKC and SGA's arm. They're in the bonus. Did he think they had a foul to give?
He must have, because he intentionally fouled him.
What's up, Mr. Tim? SGA with his first trip to the charity stripe today, cool.
That helps the prize picks.
And he makes that one there. Caleb saying, y'all glazing OKC. I'm just admiring good basketball, my friend.
And they're a great team.
They're a good team. Very fun to watch. Kason Wallace back into the game. So is Kenrich Williams. Thunder. No. Thunder. By the way, Coop, we never talked about this. What was your thoughts for Reggie Miller being on the call in that?
Embarrassing.
Okay.
Yep.
I agree.
It just can't happen.
Yeah, I know they had no control of it, but that was disgusting.
Can't do that.
SGA rarely misses free throws. Goes 1 of 2. 29-20. 11 seconds to go in the opening period. Halliburton can't get a shot off. Over to Nesmith. He drives. Stripped by SGA. He's got it. 4. Up with the court. 3, 2, 1. Gets it off, but couldn't bank it home. So that will be the end of one quarter of Game 1 in the NBA Finals. The 68-14 Oklahoma City Thunder leads 29-20 after the opening 12. Who you got? OKC for the Thunder, IND for the Pacers. I think I built that, yeah. Let me know who you got in this series. And tonight, I guess you can say. You know what? Let's go tonight. Let's not go series. Who you got tonight? Well, who you got tonight? Me and Coop both were going with the Thunder. We think it's a 5-game series for OKC.
Yeah, I mean, and if the first quarter is any indication, it might be less than that.
I think it's going to go exactly how the Western Conference Finals went. That's what my prediction was. Thunder win every game at home, games 1, game 2, game 5, and then Indiana wins game 3 at home, and then OKC just wins games 4 and 5.
That seems like the script that makes the most sense. I would like if the Thunder do win both of these games, I would like OKC to win, or Indiana to win game 3 to give us a little bit of a series at least. Terry Williams says OKC. The Mikla says OKC. Landon saying IND, go Pacers. Dan the Fisherman type in his OKC. Caleb Raylan saying Indiana. Carnage saying, what's the locker code for NBA 2K25?
Yeah, I've seen a couple people ask that. They must be giving away a locker code. I haven't seen any.
We don't have one.
I don't have one, and I haven't seen anyone else. You can use locker code CLNS at prizepicks.com/CLNS to get $50 instantly over there.
You can do that. Maya's World says OKC in 7. Ty Man thinks Indiana's going to win. Indiana beat the Cavs, right?
Yes. And 5, too.
That's why Ty Man thinks Indiana's going to win. His Cavaliers went out sad.
The Pacers going, before they lost game 5 to the Knicks, and then obviously beat them in 6 at home, they were in the first 3 rounds. The Pacers were undefeated in game 1, undefeated in game 2. They lost all 3 game 3s, won all 3 game 4s.
That's crazy.
And then they were 2-0 in game 5s in the first 2 series, but then lost to the Knicks.
I do think at the end of the day, we got to the 2 best teams.
You think?
I think so.
You think the Pacers were the best team?
I think so.
They certainly played the best in the East playoffs.
I don't know if I would have thought. I don't know if I would have thought that going in.
No, it was like I think most people would have thought if we got the 2 best teams matching in the finals, everybody thought it would have been OKC and Boston.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, with Tatum being injured and all that, but
yeah, but the Celtics were going to lose that series regardless.
Yeah, they would have.
Even with Tatum being hurt, like they were still about to go down 3-1. Like they were down 9 in the fourth quarter of Game 4
when he went down.
He got hurt. So it's like the Knicks were probably still going to win that series regardless. We certainly got the best team in the NBA in the finals in the Thunder. The Pacers have been a top 5 team in the NBA since January 1st, so maybe you could say that. We're back in action here in quarter number 2. Thunder leading by 9. Pacers start with the ball. Obi Toppin made a 3 at the end of the first quarter. He'll make another. So Obi Toppin, a couple turnovers. Oh my God, is AJ Mitchell getting minutes early second quarter?
That's chills.
Wow. The Gaucho, UC Santa Barbara in the building, baby. He gets it over Aaron Wiggins. He drives, spins, bumps. What a tough finish by Aaron Wiggins over Pascal Siakam. I did not have AJ Mitchell minutes on my
Not at all.
bingo board. That is wild. I liked AJ Mitchell a lot. Second round pick out of UC Santa Barbara. He was high on my board last year in the draft. I can't believe he's getting minutes.
I've never seen AJ spelled the way he spells it.
Yeah, AJAY. Obi Toppin trying his hand at another 3, no good. Rebound, Isaiah Hartenstein. AJ Mitchell over Cason Wallace in this situation. Very surprised there.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because Wallace was at the end of the first quarter. I wonder if he got hurt. Because he has not got a lot of minutes in this season.
Got our first super chat of the day coming in.
Yeah, we'll get to that on screen here in a second as Jalen Williams misses a pull-up jumper in the mid-range. This is going to be where this series is won or lost, in my opinion, Coop. No Halliburton, no SGA. Who is going to win the first option Siakam, Jalen Williams minutes?
Absolutely. Look, that was one of the matchups that you had highlighted as a key matchup here in this game, and you're absolutely right. The early second, early fourth quarter when Indiana kind of rotates out, those are absolutely key moments for them, and it looks like they're holding up right now just a minute into the second.
Siakam fouled inside by Caruso, so he'll go to the line. First $5 super chat of the night. Shout out to my guy, Jeff Bartlett. OKC in 5. 50% for Caruso, 50% for disliking Indy. Jeff, if I'm not mistaken here, you're a Chicago guy, right? So that's why you like Caruso that. And you dislike Indy. I hope my memory is serving me correctly here. Unsure, though. Let me know, Jeff. Siakam made the first free throw. He'll make the second, so he's got 6 points for the Pacers. I believe him and Obi Toppin are actually leading the Pacers.
They are.
With 6 apiece. We have over 1,000 people watching. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up icon. We need to get to 500 likes. The bosses are asking for a 50% like rate. Help us out here as we're live completely for free. Indiana puts on a little bit press. It does not work out as Caruso flies to the rim for a layup inside. Siakam quickly the other way, fouled on a reach-in by Jalen Williams. Come on.
Shout out to Jeff Bartlett for a super chat of the day.
It'd be very much appreciated if you guys hit that thumbs up icon. We need to get to, let's get to 300 likes. That's our next milestone. We're at 230. Help us out. Caruso's got 5 points and 2 blocks in 7 minutes. Benedict Mathurin inside. Can't get the floater to go. Rebound, Aaron Wiggins. He'll bring it up. Swings it to Caruso. Caruso drives on Ben Shepherd. Gets a step, hangs in the air, fouled, and the rare Alex Caruso ISO drive is going to net himself a pair of free throws.
Caruso being aggressive on the offensive end here to start this quarter.
And we highlighted in the pregame, he's just so deep, man.
Oh, absolutely. They can look. They're playing AJ Mitchell. I mean,
Caruso looking for his second career NBA championship. He was part of that team in 2020 that won with the Los Angeles Lakers during the bubble.
I haven't seen anything about Cason Wallace.
Yeah, I don't know. KKS says, ready for this, Coop?
Yep.
Prediction. OKC game 1, OKC game 2, Indiana game 3 and 4, OKC game 5 and game 6, and then game 7, Indiana brings home a ring. Got bad news for you. If the OKC Thunder win both games 5 and 6, that'd be the end of the series.
They're NBA champions.
Ben Shepherd buries a 3. Another player I really like. Second round pick out of Belmont a few years ago.
I was just about to talk shit about Ben Shepherd because he was starting out really slow in this one as well.
Hartenstein drives inside, blocked by Turner. A.J. Mitchell with the offensive rebound, kicked out to Aaron Wiggins, who's a little bit strong on his three-point attempt. Indiana the other way, trailing by 7. Benedict Mathurin swings it over to T.J. McConnell. Now Pascal Siakam in the short corner. He faces up on Wiggins, now backs him down. Fades away from the elbow, too strong. Hartenstein with the board. Jalen Williams working on Mathurin, gets to his left hand, flips it up, fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Little bit of a slower pace here to the second quarter.
Yeah, I'm just surprised by the lineup both teams are throwing out here. I guess I'm not really surprised by the Pacers lineup. I would have never thought you would have seen these players for OKC on the floor together.
The problem with the current Pacers lineup is they really only have one ball handler on the court right now. They've kind of got 3 wings, Miles Turner and McConnell out there.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize Siakam shot that well from 3 against the Knicks. It's 50%. Eastern Conference MVP. Williams goes 2 of 2 at the line and blooms the OKC lead up to 9. He's now got 5 points. He made his first 3 of the night. He's 0 for 4 from the field outside of that three-pointer. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Shepherd, open right wing 3, couldn't knock down that one. Miles Turner, offensive rebound. He loses the handle. A.J. Mitchell picks up the loose ball, finds Holmgren cutting to the rim, and he's fouled. Tough foul there. A lot of contact. Chet is okay, and will be at the line for 2. Danny Fins fan, what's up, my friend?
Does he know about Dolphins today?
Oh, yes, he does.
What up, Danny?
Holmgren makes the first free throw. Going to see a almost full lineup change here. That's the 3rd foul on Ben Shepherd, by the way. Halliburton back in. So is Andrew Nembhard. I believe Obi Toppin is back in. Ben Shepherd takes a seat with his 3 fouls. Mathurin takes a seat as well. Neesmith back into the game.
Got another $5 super chat coming in.
Shout out to Jeff with the $5 super
Our
chat.
guy Jeff Bartlett.
I was right. I was able to remember correctly that he is a Chicago guy. Grew up in Chicago. Holmgren makes both free throws. Lead is to 11. I believe that's the largest it's been today. Shout out to you, Jeff. Bulls are going to have an interesting offseason. They trade Kobe White. Do they finally trade Vucevic? They have the 12th overall pick. Let's see what happens. Turner inside. Can't finish. Gets the ball back. Tipped all around, but they're going to whistle Lou Dort for a foul. And I believe Miles Turner is going to go to the line. It's the second time he's been to the free throw line in this game. Went 1 of 2 in his first trip.
Pending free agent this summer.
Yeah, you imagine Indiana's going to try to keep him around.
Been there his whole career, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
First round pick out of your Texas Longhorns.
Yes, indeed.
I will say I am slightly leaning towards the Thunder in terms of what I want to happen, but I would feel pretty good for Miles Turner for him to be there in Indiana for 8+ seasons, I think, at this point. I think he was drafted around 2016, 2017.
2015.
2015, even earlier. For him to get a ring, that'd be really cool, man. He makes both free throws, so back to a 9-point game. A.J. Mitchell driving, stripped by Turner, gets it back, kicks it back out to Cason Wallace. Wallace driving on Halliburton, hanging, can't finish, and the rebound Turner. But Wallace rips him out to A.J. Mitchell for 3. No. Long rebound to Mitchell. Floater. No. Tough stretch there for A.J. Mitchell. Getting a couple good looks.
Let's see if Hallie can get going.
He lines up a right wing three and buries it. Halliburton's second three-pointer of the game. He's got 6 points, and that forces a timeout by Mark Dagenhall and the OKC Thunder. 7:50 to go in the first half. Thunder, who have controlled this entire game, lead by 6.
Got to be honest, that looked really awkward from Hallie.
I mean, every shot he takes.
He does. I wonder if Mr. Halliburton's there tonight.
Oh, I think I saw a photo of Mr. Halliburton and Mr. Gilgeous-Alexander together.
Oh, really? Jack Munoz says Boston sucks. We can agree on that, Jack.
Celtics stink. F the Celtics. F the Celtics. All right. With 1,000 people watching, let's tell everyone about our sponsor on today's show, and that is Prize Picks, the daily fantasy sports app that I play every day, and you can get $50 instantly when you play $5 right now at prizepicks.com/CLNS. I'll tell you what, Prize Picks is just so much fun. All you do is pick more or less on 2 or more player stat projections, and right now you can win up to 2,000 times your cash today. You can get in on the action for the final time with the basketball playoffs with this final series. You can combine basketball, hockey, baseball, hockey, golf, more, everything you want. You can withdraw your money so easily. The flex play means you can cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. I have a 3-player entry in this game to this point. This is what I had. I had more than Siakam, 19.5 points. He's got 6, so I feel pretty good about how that's going right now. The part I don't feel good about is more than Cason Wallace points, rebounds, assists. He has 0. And I have more than SGA, 22.5 field goal attempted. He's got 12, so I feel pretty good about that one. 3-player entry there. But as I mentioned, you can get $50 instantly when you download the Prize Picks app. Use code CLNS. And you get that $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Links in the live chat, description, and comments of today's video. Prize Picks, run your game.
No way they started Cason Wallace only to not play him again if he's not hurt.
Well, he's back in now.
Oh, he is? Okay, yeah. I didn't even notice. Ty Man says Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Was Ty Man in the chat for that live?
He was not.
Whoa.
Ty Man, you were not in our Steelers. We also have banned Ty Man from Steelers. I didn't ban him. Sperry banned him. You can blame Sperry, not me, Ty Man.
That's why he's not there.
No doubt.
That's soft by Jack Sperry. F Jack Sperry.
We know Ty Man's a Browns fan. I wanted him in there, to be honest. I wanted Ty Man in there.
Yeah, that's ridiculous stuff there. Ty Man, might be a rough year for your Browns, my friend.
Your Browns are in trouble, Ty Man. I won't lie.
Might be a rough year.
I won't lie.
Braylon says, is the Falcons making the playoffs? They can. I don't know. I came out of note left field, though.
Yeah, that's a random question.
Oh, the Atlanta Falcons. What's up with that?
Almost back in action.
Not a lot of stops in the action today.
No, not really. Not as many foul calls as I expected.
Well, yeah, not really. Cason Wallace brings the ball up. Isaiah Joe into the game. A.J. Mitchell sits down. SGA's back in for OKC as well. Nembhard defends. Battle of twos. Which deuce is going to win? Well, it's a deep 2 for SGA. Oh, my, that was tough. Jack says, you guys rock for that. I'm subscribing. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
You won't regret it. You also actually were already subscribed because I'm pretty sure we're in sub-only mode. But we appreciate the thought. Tyrese Halliburton, hounded by Dort and Isaiah Joe, gets it over to Nesmith. Nesmith, step back 3 over Joe's outstretched arms. No good. Holmgren with the board. Holmgren driving on Turner. Tries to get to his left hand and blocked by Miles Turner. I mean, that's just probably not going to go well for Chet Holmgren this series.
Chet's got to play more on the perimeter offensively.
Turner at the top of the key gets it over to Neesmith. Back to Nembhard. Boy, do they really just move the ball around on offense, Ben. Nembhard driving on Dort. Look at Lou Dort. That might... Oh. I don't know if that's a foul on Lou Dort. I think that would be number 3 on Lou Dort, by the way.
This might be a challenge for Mark Dagno here.
I thought this was unbelievably good defense. Let's watch the replay here. Well, they didn't call it there.
Oh, yeah, he got him.
A foul. But I tell you what, the way he was able to avoid the screen and then get back into the play in the right position, that was impressive. Nembhard makes the first free throw, 41-34.
Is that number 3 on the man out of Montreal?
I believe. Oh, I got a case of the yawn.
Are my Horns about to win?
That is number 2, excuse us. Number 2. Split pair there for Indiana, so 41-34. Isaiah Joe driving inside. Can't get the lefty layup to go. Rebound by Neesmith. They move the ball up quickly. It's Nembhard barreling into Isaiah Joe. It's going to be a charge. I actually think that's the right call as well.
Got to see a replay here. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's and that's on Nembhard.
Yeah.
If Nembhard drives to his left hand, Joe is not in position. He might have got a foul there, but he went with his right hand right into where Joe was. That's the second foul on Nembhard.
What's your take on the finals patch being on the back of the jersey? I think it should be on the front.
Yeah, I agree. I also hate how normal the court is. Can we get some NBA Finals
please
on the court? Can we take it back to the
Put
day
the trophy
where they have the trophy
yes.
on the court, please? By the way, another pet peeve that we didn't get to see the national anthem starting lineups announced on the broadcast. What's up with that? Nembhard corner 3, no good. Cason Wallace with a rebound on the weak side. Pacers have really struggled from beyond the arc in this game. Cason Wallace, coast to coast, tough layup. What is Cason Wallace thinking? And then he fouls Aaron Neesmith after the miss. The second-year man from Kentucky just not playing smart after being inserted into the starting lineup for Game 1.
Has Wallace lost his head?
Might have. And even worse about that foul, Coop, Pacers are now in the bonus.
With half the quarter remaining. Got to take advantage of that.
Neesmith will be shooting 2. Bottoms the first.
I will say after OKC went up, what was it, 11? Oh, there's the locker code.
Locker code 100-OVR- I lost it.
That's all I got.
Got it. I got you the first, Pete.
The first person to put that code in gets a free copy of 2K.
Really?
Yep. Is that not crazy?
What is it even probably going for nowadays? Probably like $30.
Yeah, it's not full price.
Neesmith misses the second free throw, but the ball is tapped out, and it's an offensive rebound for the Pacers. Siakam gets all the way to the rim with his left hand and lays it up and in. We got a 4-point game.
Indiana's responded very well since they went down 11.
Yeah, they have outplayed OKC in the second quarter to this point. Jalen Williams pick and roll with Holmgren, kicks to the corner. It's Dort. He'll line up a 3. Oh, he is a 3-point maestro from the corner. Big answer there by OKC. First bucket for Dort in this one. Halliburton over to Nembhard. Gets it back. Holmgren defending. Now they send 2. Good pet feed inside, but SGA with the strip. That's Gilgeous-Alexander's second steal. That is one thing that's not talked about enough with him. He is incredible off-ball defensively. Now a step back 3. No good.
Get those FGAs.
He is so good. Whoa! Offensive foul, Miles Turner. He just put SGA in a Randy Orton RKO.
In comes Obi Toppin. Oh, SGA baited him.
I mean, it is a foul.
It is.
That is the 14th turnover of the game on Indiana. Kind of amazing they're only down 7. Holmgren, corner 3, no good. Ball tapped out, but Halliburton gets it. Lou Dort steals it away. SGA now working inside. Kicks to the corner and gets it back, and the Thunder were not able to take advantage of that fast break opportunity. Now Jalen Williams downhill to the corner. It's Lou Dort. Another tray ball for Lou Dort. Lead back up to 10 for OKC. 6 straight points for Dort, and it's a timeout called by the Indiana Pacers.
All of a sudden, it's back up to 10.
I was going to say, we compliment the Pacers for battling and getting it back down to 4.
6 straight
points. And then
points.
just like that, 10-point game again. What makes OKC so dangerous. Every time the Timberwolves had a punch to throw in that Western Conference Finals, the Thunder just came right back with a overhand hook.
A bigger one.
Yeah, it's like if you're a boxing guy, it's like in that Timberwolves series, it was like little T-Wolves, uppercut, jab the coop. And then the Thunder just come back a little, okay, I'll take that, but boom! And he puts them to the ground.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Our guy's fighting on Saturday, by the way.
Yeah, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Superstar.
Have no fear.
Coop, who would win in a boxing match, Mario?
I think you get me pretty easily.
Yeah, I got the.
You got the reach. You got the reach. You got the endurance. You've got the height.
I think I would be able to beat a lot of people in the office in a boxing match.
I'd put you at close to the top of the list.
I'm trying to think of who could beat me.
I think you and Seeps would be a good match.
Me and Seeps would be a good match. I think Seeps would be a good match. I think we have similar measurements too.
You'd obliterate Smitty.
Oh God, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the more physically fit people.
Marsh?
No.
You'd beat Marsh.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to last that long.
Reed?
Reed would be close, but I just think I would beat Reed.
Maybe.
I've got very good faith.
I don't know.
Seeps said they would be the toughest battle. I think Chase could be tough.
He's putting on weight, like good weight.
Yeah, Chase could be tough. I thought about Mitch, but I'm just too tall for him.
Yeah,
I'm
you have a good 5-6 inches on him.
Yeah, he's probably like what, 5'8".
5'8".
I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
So like that's just a massive advantage. It'd be tough for him to get there. Yeah.
You might be the best boxer in the office.
I've got faith in myself. I think Trace would be sneaky good boxer.
Ooh, I like that one.
But I also think I'd be able to beat him because of endurance.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lasting long.
You'd probably beat Avery.
Whoa. Don't condone that, Coop.
Avery, if you're watching, we're just joking.
Yeah, we don't condone.
None of that.
None of that.
That.
Make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon, folks. Free NBA Finals coverage live here for Game 1. We'll be live for Game 2. We'll be live for Game 3. We'll be live for Game 4. Don't know if we'll be live for Game 5 because who knows if there even will be a Game 5. But can we get to 300 likes right now, folks? We've had 37,000 people tune in and out of today's stream. We need to get there. We need to get to 300 likes. We're 34 away. We get to 300 likes right now, and you know what? Maybe me and Coop for a halftime show will actually box.
I'm in. Let's do it. Have you done like a boxing workout class?
No.
Interesting.
I've always wanted to, though.
Do it.
They're just so expensive.
Yeah, they are. I love Rick. That's my guy.
Why did you guys push him out, or did he leave? What was the situation again?
Luka quietly wanted him out, and then they just wanted to clean house.
Another reason why it was a good decision to trade Luka Doncic.
Stop
it. Back in action, Siakam has it. Pacers looking to cut this 10-point deficit. Benedict Mathurin driving, cut off perfectly by Cason Wallace. It swung around to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. Siakam's going to have to make something happen. Fade away from about 18 feet. Air ball. Rebound Mathurin. That's a shot clock violation. What unbelievable defense by the Thunder out of the timeout. They are just so impressive defensively. Like, I'm sure there are better teams analytically. Oh, that was a foul on Jalen Williams, by the way, on the Siakam jumper. I'm sure they're better statistical teams defensively than the Thunder. I don't know if I've had more fun watching a defensive team, though.
They're so fun to watch.
Missed three in the corner by Caruso, rebound by Mathurin, and then they steal it right back. Caruso with the steal, but then he'll barrel into Aaron Nesmith. That's a charge. That is the 17th turnover of the first half, Coop. I'm going to continue to say this. For the Pacers to turn the ball over 17 times and only be down 10.
It's kind of miraculous.
That is a miracle in its own right. I think if you told Pacers fans they had 17 first half turnovers, they would think they were down 20.
Easily. Most in any half this season for the Pacers.
What's the record for most turnovers in a half in a finals game? Because I think
we're approaching it.
I just can't. I can't fathom a team turning it over 20 times potentially in a half.
You just don't win ball games doing that.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be
18.
the 18th turnover. My goodness. No numbers for the Thunder, but it's going to be a trailing Jalen Williams 3. You know what? The Thunder aren't even shooting that well.
No, and that's why it's a 10-point game.
Toppin 3 in transition. No, when Gilgeous-Alexander grabs the board. Still a 10-point lead with under 3 minutes to go. I mean, the Thunder are shooting 34% from the field. Dort's made 2 corner threes in the quarter. He'll make it 3. That's 9 straight points for Lou Dort. 13-point lead.
The Dorcher chamber.
It was 41. Oh, my God,
That's
19 turnover. This is insanity.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen anything like this, Coop. SGA sensing the moment. Step back 3. Airball.
I don't know if I've ever seen 20 turnovers in a half.
No, I have not. I'm rooting for history.
Me too.
But I just wanted to mention this. It was 41-37, and then Lou Dort hit 3 threes. And then how about TJ McConnell, not known for his three-point shooting, answering with a tray ball?
Carlisle
back
going
to 10.
He's going with both McConnell and Halliburton to try to take care of the ball a little bit.
That's not working.
It is not.
Jalen Williams gets downhill, floater off glass, gets the roll. Jalen Williams not having a good day from the field. I believe he's now 2 for 7. Nesmith in the corner. He'll try a 3. Oh, and back-to-back threes now by Indiana. The Pacers against the Knicks closed every quarter, every half extremely strong.
Yes, they did.
Can they do it again here? The Pacers are actually shooting really good from 3. They're 8 of 19. They just turned it over 19 times. SGA rejects a screen, gets downhill to the paint, lefty layup. Oh, what a pretty move by the MVP, absorbing the contact by Pascal Siakam. 16 first half points for SGA. Corner 3, top and no, it's a pump fake, drive, drop off McConnell. That's like if there's a shot that is more guaranteed to go in than a dunk, I think it's the TJ McConnell 6-foot
baseline jumper.
I don't know if I've ever seen him miss that, especially if it's open. Under a minute to go in the opening half. Jalen Williams drives, kicks, SGA, left wing 3 off the bounce.
You
bottoms. He's now got 19. 12-point Thunder lead. On 18 shots. Freest prize pick
ever.
McConnell inside, stripped by Cason Wallace. It will stay with Indiana out of bounds with 12 on the shot clock.
McConnell wanted the foul.
SGA, not a volume 3-point shooter, has taken 5 in the first half, 2 of 5. I'll tell you what, if SGA is going to shoot 40% from 3 in this series, it's going to cause a lot of issues for Indiana. You know, he's only gone to the line twice. He still has got 19 in the first half. What are the haters going to say now, Cooperstein?
They can't say much. We'll see what happens in the second half.
McConnell inbounds at the Siakam. Siakam driving, gets a step on Williams. Floater, no. Holmgren rebound with a 3-second differential shot clock, game clock. OKC can essentially hold for 1 here. SGA not. Drops it inside the Holmgren, who can't finish inside. Good help defense by Turner. 10 seconds, the Pacers will have final possession. Halliburton gets downhill, stripped.
There it is!
The third steal of the game by SGA, 20th turnover by the Pacers, and Caruso can't make the layup at the end of the half. So that will be the end of one 24-minute period.
Turnovers.
What?
20 turnovers.
20 first-half turnovers by the Indiana Pacers. The Thunder lead 57-45. I am at a loss watching this turnover disaster by the Indiana Pacers.
I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
I just tweeted this out. 20 turnovers and a half of basketball is absolutely insane. You could go follow me over on X or Twitter at Nic_Rohloff. You know what? I'm giving shout-outs to everybody who follows me on Twitter now. I tweet about, well, I do cover the Heat and Dolphins, so I tweet a lot about them, but I tweet a lot about the NBA, a lot about the NBA draft. Go give me a follow. You give me a follow on Twitter right now. Links in the live chat. I'm giving you guys a shout-out. Anyone want a shout-out on the live stream? I'll give you one for a follow. We'll read off some first-half stats in the meantime. Leading scorer in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 19 points. The next leading scorer for the Thunder is actually Lou Dort, who had 9 points, 3 threes in the second quarter alone. Lou Dort also has 4 steals. Alex Caruso has 3 steals and 2 blocks. Wow. He also has 7 points. Jalen Williams has 7 points and 4 assists. Chet Holmgren has 4 points and 3 boards. Cason Wallace has 1 rebound, no points. For the Indiana Pacers, leading scorer is actually TJ McConnell. He's got 9 points off the bench. Obi Toppin and Tyrese Halliburton each have 6. Pascal Siakam has 8. Just not a good first half in any kind of metric there for the Indiana Pacers.
I wonder how long this halftime is going to be.
Aren't they all 15 minutes?
Yeah, but finals, maybe they extended a little bit. I don't know.
Do they? I don't think they really do.
I hope not.
15-minute playoff. Like, to be fair, I don't think they extend halftimes for any playoff game in any sport besides one.
NFL?
That'd be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Of the concert. But I think every halftime stays the same from regular season to playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess so.
Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know.
I don't know. It just feels like they're longer.
Yeah. I don't feel good about my prize picks because
I need to check mine as well.
Cason Wallace has 1 rebound. He needs 13 to clear the points, rebounds, assist stat line. How about this, Coop? Lou Dort, 4 steals.
That's crazy.
How about this? Even more crazy. Alex Caruso, 3 steals, 2 blocks.
Damn. I made 2 separate lineups. One, I took the more on Halliburton, 13.5. Prize Picks gave you that option to do so. Gave you a little deal. And I took the more on Shai, field goals attempted. That one's looking good. The other one I placed, I took Halliburton less than 17.5. I took Miles Turner more than 5.5 boards. And I took Shai more than 2 free throws attempted. Shai needs to get to the line, baby.
Ethical hooper, some might say.
Some, not all.
Some would be me. Plays basketball the right way, Coop. It's about time you guys caught on. I just tweeted out I spelled Alex Caruso wrong. Shame. Let me delete.
No Twitter Blue for you?
No. Do you have Twitter Blue?
I do not.
I ain't paying for that shit. I ain't doing that.
Put it on the Brex.
I think everybody should.
I agree. Shout out Mr. Timothy says, good call, Coop. Good call for what?
Yeah, like, I tell you what, I need the NBA Finals logo on the court in sub capacity, whether it's just
I agree.
the finals, whether it's the Larry O'Brien at center circle, or if it's like the 2025 NBA Finals. Like, bring back aura.
The Larry in the center of the court just is so sick.
It's aura. Hold on, let me find this tweet. I want to show the people what I'm talking about here. Give me a second.
Oh, appreciate that. Mr. Timothy, we've got a long way to go.
Like, look at the aura here, folks.
Oh.
Aura. Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
We're good. Aura. Aura.
There's a huge...
Aura.
See that as
raw.
mad aura.
What?
There's a huge mural hanging up at the American Airlines Center of Game 1 of the 2006 Finals having the huge Larry in the middle of the court. It's so sick.
It's aura, bro. It's a 4-letter word.
Amir Aura Khan is back.
NC State.
He was at the... You know how they have the basketball tournament?
Yeah.
They have the soccer tournament this week, and he was there representing a team.
The soccer tournament?
Correct.
That's fucking not a real
They do
thing.
7v7.
What?
Yep. And Amir Aura Khan was there.
Weird.
You're a big hater of the World's Game.
Are you talking about football?
Yep.
Football? I'm not a hater. I just don't have a lot of fun. Maybe, listen, if I'm in the minority there, that's fine. I just don't have a lot of fun. Did they change the turnovers? It says now they only have 18 turnovers.
They had.
Oh, they probably don't count on ESPN turnover counting. It probably doesn't count the shot clock violations.
Has to.
But that's not like charged to an individual team or player.
I thought that was a team turnover.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. It says 19 turnovers. So which one wasn't counted that should have been? Do they not count a charge of turnover?
Yeah, must have.
You know the ironic thing is? The Thunder, on the 19 turnovers Indiana has, if you had to guess how many points the Thunder have off those 19 turnovers.
Like 12.
9.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't much. If it was more, this would be a blowout.
Like, there's so many different ways you could look at this, Coop. It's funny when you talk about this first half. You could think of, like, holy shit, the Pacers have turned it over basically 20 times and only are losing by 12 on the road. But you could also look at it and be like, if you're the Thunder, oh my God, we only have 9 points off those turnovers. We're shooting 38% as a team.
And we're up 12.
And we still lead by 12.
Yeah.
Like, each team could make a case for being very okay with where they're at after the first 24 minutes of play.
Absolutely. And the way I would see it, I bet the Thunder are probably a little dissatisfied with how they've played.
I would imagine so.
And I think Indiana, they're not happy with how they played, but they're happy with the position they're in.
Yeah, because they're obviously played like garbage, but they're still in the game.
Yep.
And I lied, by the way. They're not even shooting 38% from the field. It's 37.
Jeez.
42% from 3 is Indiana. So that's kind of kept them in the game. It's kind of kept them in the game.
Mr. Timothy says Silver is such a mid-commish.
Worst commish. I think he's terrible. I will always say Rob Manfred's the worst GM.
Manfred's the worst commissioner.
I think if you ranked commissioners, and it pains me to say this, Roger Goodell is unfortunately the best.
He's number 1.
I hate him, but he does a good job.
I would honestly put Silver number 2.
No, I don't. See, I don't know the hockey game like that.
He's a joke.
But
They've had 3 lockouts in the last 20 years.
Adam Silver is horrific. I'll go hockey commissioner number 2. I don't even know who it is.
He's not.
I don't even know who it is.
His name is Gary Bettman.
Okay.
He's not.
You know, number 4, I'll go number 3. I'll go Adam Silver. Number 4, I'll go Jay Monahan, PGA Tour.
Number 5, Don Garber, MLS.
MLS. And number 6, who's the tennis commissioner?
I don't know. That's a world.
That's how bad Rob Manfred is. And that's talking baseball.
Manfred has ruined baseball.
Oh, it's been horrible.
Yeah.
But Adam Silver is on a trajectory to where he's ruining the NBA.
He is.
We've had a different All-Star game format every year for what, 5 years? What was wrong with the original format? Like
East-West.
Like, what's wrong with East-West?
It's because they weren't playing.
So, you think these Elam endings, I guess it did that one year, but that was only because, no offense, like, I don't know if this is bad to say, the only reason why people cared in the first Elam year is because it was the first year after Kobe Bryant
After Kobe
passed
died,
away.
yeah.
And the entire thing was, like, in his memory, so that's why people cared.
I like the Elam ending.
Yeah, if you get people to play, but
Yeah.
even with, like, after that Kobe year, the Elam ending didn't force anyone to play.
No.
I feel like half the people in our live chat are just looking for the locker code.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I don't play 2K, so.
I think they're giving away like 300 overalls on my team.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start super chat on today's show. You know what? Let's not double. Let's cut it in half for the
We'll
rest
slash
of
it.
halftime. $5, I'll do a beers cheers. $10, I'll take a shot. Usually 20, usually 10, cut it in half. We'll cut it in half. Cut it in half. Coop, how excited are you for Cooper Flag?
For what?
Cooper Flag.
Very excited for Cooper Flag. I can't wait.
What are your thoughts on him being a bust?
On him being a bust?
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. I think he has a very high floor. What are your thoughts on him being a bust?
Oh, nothing. Okay, just take off the halftime. Not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Super chat menu during halftime. I think the Mavericks are going to ruin him, for sure.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't like the Dallas Mavericks.
They're going to rebuild around him.
Exactly.
Sounds like Jason Kidd's going to go to the Knicks.
And then Kyrie's going to the Heat.
And then AD's going where? Chicago?
Where would AD go?
Chicago?
What team would trade for Anthony Davis?
Chicago?
Why?
Why not?
They're not even close to competing.
Hometown kid.
You know what team would benefit pretty greatly by getting Anthony Davis? New York Knicks.
They're getting Giannis.
That shit ain't happening, bro.
It might.
Ready? I mean, you trade Cat. Oh, you ready? Yeah, you'd get Cat.
I do not want Cat
Cat
on
and
my
Cooper
basketball
Flag,
team.
man. What a duo.
Cat stinks.
Yeah, he stinks, but that's what it would be because they got to match the $50 million in salary.
God.
Cat.
Give me Brunson.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen. Would Cat be enough for Anthony Davis if AD requested a trade, or would they have to add draft capital?
Depends on who our GM is. Because I think if Jason Kidd goes, I think Kyrie goes, I think Nico Harrison gets fired.
I don't think he gets fired.
I think he might. That would be
Mr.
sick.
Tin doesn't want Kyrie in Miami. Listen, I know we'd have to wait for him to come back from his ACL tear, but dude's a hooper, bro.
He is. He will not be. They claim he's going to be ready by January. I would be shocked if he's back before the All-Star break.
Well, I will say, I would just, unless you're absolutely in the gutter, I would hold him out until after the All-Star break
I would too.
and the trade deadline. And then let him cook from February, March. He'll have his legs under him for April basketball. Listen, I'll take Kyrie with Tyler Hero and Bam.
If Jason Kidd stays, Kyrie will stay.
That decision's got to come up in the next two or 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's got to be soon, I would imagine.
Still got 730 people watching. Appreciate everybody hanging in here. We are probably, when did halftime start, Coop? Let me call.
Yeah, we've probably got about 5-6 minutes.
I don't know.
Maybe less.
I think less. I'm looking at the live stream. The halftime graphic went up top 14 minutes and 40 seconds ago. I bet we're a minute away from getting on.
Okay.
Because halftimes in the regular season and playoffs usually are 15 minutes. So assuming that it's the same time, it's going to be probably back underway here within a minute or so.
Chris Williams, Kyrie out of Dallas would be so amazing. Can we dump AD as well? I want Kyrie to stay. Kyrie has been a model citizen ever since he's been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. And I absolutely want Kyrie to stay. But if Jason Kidd leaves and Kyrie leaves, then you have to trade Anthony Davis. And you start fresh.
Who covered the first half spread? I believe, I don't know what the spread was, but considering the game spread was 9.5 OKC, I would have to imagine that 12-point lead at halftime probably covered that first half.
Had to have.
Now, I don't know what the over-under was, so do you think that was covered? Because that's 102 points. I would be willing to say probably not.
I would say not, no.
I would probably guess the over-under was
225?
like 107, 108.
Yeah.
They're just returning from commercial, showing a highlight package in the first half, so my projection was correct, and we are about to get started in the second half. Ooh, Dorisburg's kind of fitted tonight. I don't think she's that good of a broadcaster, personally, but she's fitted.
There was the rumor that came out that she's going to be fired.
Fired or just replaced?
What's the difference?
Demoted would be the word.
No, I think she's out.
Oh, out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take Tim Legler on the call. But really, can we find a way to get Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy back?
Please.
Too bad Van Gundy's on the coaching trail again. Assistant for the Clippers this past year. All right, we're back in the second half. Same starting lines for each squad. Halliburton driving on Kaysen Wallace, out to Nembhard. Nembhard gets around Lou Dort, hangs in the air, can't make the layup. Offensive rebound, Miles Turner. Back out to Siakam, second chance for Indiana. Halliburton lines up a deep three and can't get it to go, and Holmgren grabs the rebound.
If you'll notice as well, Rick Carlisle, one of the few people that likes to have his offense in front of his bench in the second half.
You get the choice as the road team?
Yeah.
SGA, step back 12-foot mid-range on the baseline, gets the friendly roll, and that puts him into 21 points and the lead up to 14, the largest of the game for OKC. Halliburton pick and roll, working on Holmgren, bounces it inside to Miles Turner, who absorbs some contact and finishes with the left hand. Kaysen Wallace driving on Halliburton, fakes a half spin, swings it to Holmgren. Holmgren to the rim, loses the handle, picked up by Halliburton. Pacers out and running. It's Siakam, Euro stepping to the rim, too strong, but a foul called on Jalen Williams, and Pascal Siakam will go to the line for two.
Siakam going to the line for a pair. Went to high school just down the road at a private school in Louisville.
Really?
Yep.
News to me. I also didn't realize how close Trey Johnson was to here.
Very close.
Flowerbound, right?
No, he was
Highland Park, excuse me.
Lake Highlands.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Lake Highlands.
Literally, that's where James lives.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
really? Siakam missed the first free throw, makes the second. Tell you, if you're Indiana trying to climb back in this one, you cannot afford to miss free throws.
8 of 20 from 3.
Yeah, they've been shooting well from 3. SGA gets a step on Nembhard. Euro steps, kicks it out. It's a Jalen Williams triple. No good. Rebound Siakam. Jalen Williams has really struggled in this one. Made his first 3, and then after that, it's been ugly. Siakam backing down on Wallace. Has the size advantage, gets to his right hand, but gooses the right hook. Holmgren screens SGA. Snake dribble to the elbow. Jumper. Bombs. Just doesn't miss that.
He's a mid-range god.
And is that an early timeout for Indiana? I believe it is.
No, a delay.
A little delay of game. SGA with 23 points on 10 of 20 shooting. Hasn't got to the line. Only 2 free throws for SGA.
2 free throws.
Halliburton trying to get by Dort, just simply cannot do it. Finds a step back angled 3, no good. Rebound to Nembhard, kicked out, now into Nembhard, swung to Siakam, corner tray ball, can't go, and Cason Wallace corrals the board.
It was fancy ball movement.
Yeah, they got a good look there. SGA driving, takes a bump, turns around, 6-foot shot.
Tough.
Wow, a rare miss there by Alexander. And then what a feed by Halliburton in transition to Siakam, who got behind the back line and got the easy layup. Cason Wallace has it scoreless today after being in the starting lineup, replacing Hartenstein. Now drives baseline, running floater, gets it to roll in. Impressive drive and finish by Wallace, his first basket. Halliburton swings it to Siakam, one more to Nesmith, left wing 3. That was money the entire way it left his hand. And now the Pacers offense over the last couple of possessions starting to heat up here. Got a 10-point game. 7 points for the former Vanderbilt Commodore. Wallace to the rim, lobbing. Jalen Williams with the dunker spot alley-oop. Cason Wallace has been the lead ball handler over the past couple possessions here.
I was wondering with Chet playing the 5, who was going to play that dunker spot.
Nesmith driving. What a defensive possession there. A lot of contact, no call. Now they officially make a call. It's an offensive foul on Nesmith. Really just excellent lateral movement there by Lou Dort. First team all defense this season, and rightfully so.
He's a stud. He's got a little dirty to him.
What do you mean that? What do you mean by that?
He's a little dirty.
Like,
Dark arts.
you're like breaking my brain. What do you mean by this?
He's a dirty player.
When you say dirty, that means like I'm trying to injure people.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just flat out, okay, I didn't know you were going there. Jalen Williams to the rim. Can't make the left-hand layup. He struggled in his NBA Finals debut. It's the NBA Finals debut for a lot of these players. Pascal Siakam, Alex Caruso, I believe are the only players that have appeared in the finals. So not a lot of like conversation to be had about experience in these moments. Nembhard driving on Dort, cut off, kicks out the Nesmith, 3 blocked, rebound Siakam, and he lays it up and in. Right as the shot clock was expiring. 5 minutes into this second half, lead remains double digits. Wallace finds an avenue. What a feed by SGA. And he lays it in. 4 points in the quarter by the second-year man from Kentucky. Halliburton working on SGA. Crosses over. Can't find a lane to shoot, so he swings it over to Turner. Turner now pump fakes, drives, hangs, walked with it. Turnover.
Oh.
Miles Turner whistled for the travel. Could you do me a favor and just make a weigh-in? It's fourth quarter time. I forgot to make that one span 4s.
Gotcha.
We're going to have our first timeout of the second half. Yeah, that pivot foot slid just barely.
We've got a lot of Dallas influence in here. I forgot Cason Wallace also from Dallas.
Oh, really?
And Miles Turner.
Where's Cason Wallace from?
I believe Duncanville.
Oh, okay. Same as Anthony Black.
Yes.
Same draft class, right? 2 years ago?
Yes, that sounds right. Oh, no, Cason Wallace from Richardson, excuse me.
Okay.
All right, you want to tell the people about our sponsor?
How about you tell people about our sponsor? No?
You want me to?
No, I can.
Hey, I was like, I can.
All right, we still got 700 people watching. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here. What makes hanging out with us even more fun is joining us on Prize Picks. I play Prize Picks daily. It's a daily fantasy sports app that's so easy to play. All you do is pick more or less. Few player stat projections, points, rebounds, assists. You win up to 2,000 times your cash today. It's available to play in more than 30 states, including California, Georgia, and our great state of Texas. Best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. App is really easy to use. All you do is pick more or less. You can deposit on Apple Pay, MasterCard, Venmo, and more. Quick and easy. I've got an entry for the game today, and I actually feel a little bit better about it now. More than Pascal Siakam, 19.5 points. He's got 13. More than Cason Wallace, 12.5 rebounds, points, and assists. He had 1 at halftime. He now is up to a total of 7. So
we're all right there.
I feel fine there. And then I took more than SGA field goal attempts. He has to take 2 more shots the rest of the game.
Which I think he will.
Feel pretty good about that happening. And then I have a little extra something. Tyrese Halliburton has 6 points. Just want to tell Coop that. But join me and the millions of others on PrizePicks. Download the app today. Use code CLNS when signing up to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Links in the live chat and description of today's stream. PrizePicks. Run your game. Coop, tell the people why we need more likes.
Why do we need more likes?
Yeah, we just need more likes.
Plain and simple, our bosses told us we need more likes. We have 700 people in the building right now and 314 likes. The math is not quite math in there. If you haven't already and you are in the chat, please hit that thumbs up icon. It's a free and easy way to help out the channel. The more likes we get, the more people will be in this chat because YouTube sees, oh, this has more likes. Oh, we're going to put more people in this stream. So hit that thumbs up icon if you want free NBA content every day.
Coop, I can't believe that we got a little action on Cason Wallace.
Yeah, that was nice.
You got a couple layups there. Yep. 4 points, two rebounds, 1 assist. We're at 7. I think we can get to 13.
SGA not attempting enough free throws for me right now.
Yeah, it's because you guys think he's a merchant, and he's not. Yeah, you guys just don't believe me when I say he's an ethical hooper. God, I can't wait for SGA to be higher than Jason Tatum all time after the series.
He already is.
He's not already because he doesn't have a ring. But having a Finals MVP, a ring, an MVP, that literally is better than anything Jason Tatum's done. And it all happened in the same season. Might be one of the best seasons that we've seen in NBA history, especially from a guard. SGA almost turns it over, but Wallace has it. He drives, hangs. That would have been a cool assist. I would have pined for it to be an assist. But Wallace couldn't make the jumper. And then Jalen Williams missed the putback. Oh, pretty spin move, Halliburton. Pull-up elbow jumper.
That was nice.
Hey, you don't see Halliburton do that often.
Never.
Little mid-range pull-up for Tyrese. He's now got 8 in the ballgame. Lou Dort. Oh, what do you got for me, Lou Dort? Step back 3. Oh, Lou Dort. 4-3. I wonder when was the last time, if ever, you saw Lou Dort do a behind-the-back, step-back 3. I've never seen it.
He just stands in the corner, but he's 4 of 6 tonight.
Toppin now driving on Dort. Kicks it out to Halliburton. Good defense there by SGA. Kicks it over to Nembhard. Nembhard loses the ball. Gets it back. Euro step. Kicks. Corner. Toppin. 3. Good! Wow! What a big shot by Toppin. He's got 3 triples in this one.
Yes, he does.
Excuse me. Lou Dort feeling it. Right wing 3.
Oh,
give him 5! The Dortcher Chamber says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers today. Nembhard inside. Great use of the body to give Chet Holmgren a little bump and lay it up and in. 11-point OKC lead. What defense by the Pacers? What are we doing here? I mean, Holmgren, room service, easy dunk. SGA, the dish. Holmgren's got 6 points. SGA whistled for a foul inside. Got a little bit of a grip of Miles Turner. Can I say something, Coop?
I would love you to say something.
Yeah, the turnovers are bad. But if you told Thunder fans that Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams at this point in the game combined 15 points on 5 of 19 shooting, what do you think Pacers or Thunder fan would think the score was?
I think they'd say they'd be trailing.
Yeah, and they're winning. Oh, Sham God by Halliburton. Pull-up floater. That was pretty.
That was nice.
And Halliburton's now in the double figures.
He's starting
10.
to cook.
10 points for Halliburton. Needs 4 points to clear that discounted projection from PrizePicks. SGA discards Nemhart, mid-range, no good. Caruso tips out the offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. Jalen Williams inside, out to Caruso, and they'll reset back out to Williams. Pump fake, driving in. Oh my! Benedict Mathurin just met Williams in the air and rejected the shot. Pacers the other way. Halliburton feeling it. Deep three. No good there. And Hartenstein flies in for the board. Alexander getting downhill. Finds a way. How did he get to the rim? But they're going to whistle Hartenstein for a moving screen. Look at this block.
What a block by Ben Mathurin.
He just said, meet me upstairs. Wow, that was just as clean as it gets, too. 4:20 to go in this third quarter.
J-Dub takes a seat.
Caruso into the ball game. He had 5 stocks in the first half. Halliburton feeling himself a little bit here. Drive, kick, top, and he's got 3 threes. Can't make a fourth. Rebound Hartenstein. Pelissero said it's official. Agreed to a contract pending physical. SGA, what a pretty behind the back step back over Thomas Bryant. It's good. 13-point Thunder lead. Nemhart trying to get it to top and inside. Posting up on Isaiah Joe does, and it's easy turnaround layup. 11 points off the bench in this one for Toppin. Got off to a rough start, but given pretty good minutes after that. Oh boy, SGA gets a switch on to Thomas Bryant. I'm sure this will go well. Yep, and as expected, oh my God, how is that
They're
not
saying
counting?
on the floor.
On the floor. Thomas Bryant fouls SGA. Alexander falling to the ground, flings up a 17-foot shot, made it, and they say no foul before the gather.
That's correct. What do you mean? Richard Jefferson says he doesn't think it's a foul. It's a clear foul.
Well, if he believes that, then it's a good thing that it was called a foul because it would have been 2 points for the Thunder. 11-point game. SGA over to Isaiah Joe. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Resets. Hartenstein looking to go with it. 3 on the shot clock. He's got to fire. He doesn't know. Caruso, that's a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Indiana Pacers on that possession. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Toppin with 11 points off the bench, stripped by Dort, but the Thunder can't grab it before it goes out of bounds. So we'll stay with Indiana. Exactly 3 minutes to go in this third. Officials today were John Goble, Mark Davis, David Guthrie. It might be Gobel.
It is Gobel.
Gobel. All right, we'll have a timeout on the floor. Second timeout of the quarter. Indiana will talk some things over. Mandated second timeout. Seal Pasito is in the building.
Seal,
good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen Seal in a while. Hopefully you're doing good.
Sorry about your Knicks, Pasito.
I'm not. But Seal, it's good to see you.
You are a Knicks hater.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a Miami Heat fan.
You are.
So
if there are 0 Knicks haters on this world, you are dead.
That's correct. If there's 0 Boston Celtics haters on this earth, I am also
You are dead.
If there are 0 Philadelphia 76ers haters, I am dead.
Or Mavericks.
I am dead. I got to be honest, I think I almost hate every team in the NBA besides like 2.
You are a Thunder sympathizer.
I am a Thunder sympathizer. I am. I actually like I don't dislike the Pacers. I hate the Bucks. They should have never meddled in business they shouldn't have meddled in.
I kind of agree with you. I don't like many teams in the NBA.
I don't like any MLB teams either. They get all rot in hell. By the way, quick sidebar, Braves demonic collapse. I'm smiling. Oliver says, happy Tom Tibbs got fired. You know, there's just too many people trying to act like they watched Knicks basketball every game, sympathizing for Tom Thibodeau.
He deserved to be fired.
I get wanting continuity, and you get to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years, and you're like, well, we should probably keep our coach. It was just obvious you were never winning a title with Tom Thibodeau.
Never.
Never were.
It wasn't happening.
We're going to change the live poll here.
Uh-oh. We got a $5 super chat coming in.
Oh! Shout out to Cio Pasito. I just don't understand why my stomach just gets so bloated. It kills me,
You
man.
need some Tums?
No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't have like heartburn. It just goes from like normal to like whoosh.
Interesting.
I just don't get it.
Seal Pasito with the 5 says, I'm sorry about my Knicks, and I am rooting for my OKC Hartensteins.
Seal, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Seal.
Thoughts on the tweet that someone sent out after OKC signed Hartenstein that said went to go chase money rather than actually compete for a title?
Funny, because it's wrong.
Yeah, very wrong.
Who would that be? Wonder who sent that.
I don't know. But I don't think Marsh said it. Did he say that?
I thought that's who you're referring to.
No, there was a different tweet that was making rounds on NBA Twitter today.
That doesn't sound like something Marsh would say.
Yeah, Marsh definitely probably said that. TJ McConnell to inbound here. Gets it to Halliburton. Halliburton, 4 points in this quarter. Gets it back to Siakam. Siakam leading scorer for Indiana, 13. Working on Caruso. Backing down, spinning, fading away. Oh, my God. That weak side defense by Lou Dort. Are you kidding me? The rejection. Here comes Caruso in transition to the rim. Layup, no. Hartenstein, put back slam. Boy, can they just beat you in so many different ways, Coop.
They're so versatile on both ends of the floor. They can play any game they need to.
It really is just hard to envision unless like a catastrophe of an injury occurs to them in the future. And I don't want to think this one. We might be witnessing the birth of a dynasty here.
Let's slow down on that.
I'm going to say it. I got no problem saying it.
Haven't had a repeat champion in a while.
Caruso, corner 3, no. Rebound, Siakam. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't even seen them win the title, but they just like their core is locked in for at least another 2 years.
It is.
Siakam 3, toilet bowl in and out. Caruso open for 3, just missed a corner one, misses another one. Not often does he miss 2 wide open threes in a row. Indiana still hanging around down 11. They have a real chance if they go on a run to potentially steal a game here.
Absolutely.
Which I think if they need to win. Like, as crazy as this is because they played so poorly, like, I actually think game 1 was the most important game of the series for Indiana.
Oh, if they could somehow steal this game, it would be absolutely massive because then they play game 2 with house money.
Yeah. Dort will check out with 15 points, 3 fouls. Cason Wallace back in. Benedict Mathurin getting downhill, swooping inside, fouled by Hartenstein. And that's going to be 2 free throws coming for the year 4?
4,
3?
yeah.
3? 4? I don't remember. I think year 3.
Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3.
2022,
It's 3.
right? Yeah. Are they
Looks
going
like
to
Dagnall's
review
going to
this?
challenge.
I didn't get to watch. Timeout on the floor. OKC is going to challenge this call. It's a good time to make sure people hit that sub button. 409,600 people subscribe. We picked up over 100 subscribers on this live stream so far. Could you hit that sub button? You know what? We're in sub-only mode, Coop, which means anyone who comments would get it means they're subscribed. Comment me for a shout-out right now. Comment me. I think I made that. If not, it works, but...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, spam me. We're in sub-only mode right now. Spam me so I know who's subscribed.
Shout out Stuff. Brian McBride. Ty Man, of course.
Mr. Tim.
Joshua. Jackson Durham is in here as well. Shout out Jackson Durham. Oh, yeah, Hartenstein got him.
It's a bad challenge.
Yeah, I don't know how they missed that.
Jackson Durham NFL. I just went to his YouTube channel because I didn't know he had one. I'm really bummed we didn't get an episode 3 of rebuilding Kent State.
Oh, CFB.
Yeah, really bummed about that, Jackson. Can we bring that back, please?
I'm in.
Matherin at the line for 2. Matherin makes the first. It's a 10-point game. Has it been single digits in the second half, Coop? I don't know if it has.
Not that I recall.
Matherin looking to get it to a 9-point game. He does. Indiana just hanging around.
Hanging in.
You let a team hang around when they shouldn't be there, and it could come back and bite you. Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill, pulls up from 8 feet. No good. Tipped out by Caruso. Isaiah Joe for 3. Bottoms! Something they just do too good, man. Anytime you feel like the Pacers or their opponent is making a little bit of a push, right back at you with a big 3. Oh, Thomas Bryant, corner 3.
He made it. Thomas Bryant.
Okay. Foul on Indiana. A little push on Hartenstein, who was saying, whoa. Thomas Bryant, no hesitation, corner 3 ball. What is happening here? Didn't see that one coming, folks. Caruso inbounds it. 45 seconds to go in the third. SGA guarded by Matherin. Looks like they're going to send 2 at him here. Nobody comes. Now SGA drives left. Step back. Pump fake. Goes into the body of Matherin, wanting the foul. No call. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. McConnell's got it. They'll just settle for 1. But I'll tell you what, Indiana being down potentially by single digits going into the 4th is a massive win. Miscommunication defensively. Siakam corner 3. It's good. It's a 6-point game.
Oh, baby.
Do we have a game on our hands here, Cooperstein?
It kind of feels that way.
Now, in Thunder fashion, a 3 is usually how they respond in these situations. 5 on the clock.
Yep.
Shepard defending. SGA launches a 3, and there it is. Back up to a 9-point game, and that is how we'll go into the 4th quarter. SGA with a big-time response after Indiana cut the lead to 6 for the first time in a full quarter and a half. We are entering the final period of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. SGA's got 28 points. Put up the 4s. Put them up. Spam 4s in the chat. Get the 4s up. Get
Let's
the 4s up. Get the 4s.
Indiana just hanging around.
Hanging around. Hanging. Could have a good finish.
You're a big Marvel guy.
Yeah, I'm excited for Fantastic Four.
Shout out Josh, Ty Man, Jeff Bartlett, Jackson Durham, Jeffrey Barber, Caleb, Gojo. Let's go, baby. We got 700 people watching. Could this thing be coming down to the wire?
It's going to be tough, man.
Shout out Nicholas.
Dude, you know what they do nowadays with these goddamn shows, Coop? They just find success with one of them and then just make them.
They branch out.
Cities.
Oh yeah.
You find 911, and next thing you know, it's 911 Texas.
911 Lone Star. 911 Chicago.
Now it's 911 Nashville.
It's a joke.
You get NCIS. Next thing you know, it's NCIS Miami, NCIS Los Angeles. Like, what are we doing here, folks? How about some originality on a TV show?
I'm with you. TV's gone downhill, man.
Yeah, you know what's an original? Us.
We are. We're OGs.
We're OGs, man. I will say, I am bummed I can't scream from the rooftops anymore. Yes, sirs!
Why not?
Because I'm a Thunder guy.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Yes, sirs! Screaming that drunk when the Pacers knocked out the Knicks last Saturday.
That was sick.
I had a lot of fun. I just was in the Roanoke bar. It was a dive bar. I was going, yes, sirs!
That's awesome.
I hate the Knicks.
You do hate the Knicks.
The problem is, I hate the Celtics a lot, but when the truth is, when the Knicks are good, I actually hate them more than the Celtics, I think. Because
Steve's just such a scumbag for being a Knicks sympathizer.
Well, it's because I have way too many Knicks fans. Like, I know more Knicks fans than Celtics fans.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Mine's the other way around.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm from New York, so.
The 585.
5-5. Most of my friends are Knicks fans. They're just egregious.
Do you know one Nets fan?
Nets? No.
Yeah.
No, I do not. The only, I'm trying to think, yeah, I hate the Celtics, but I only know, I know Celtics fans, but I only talk to one Celtics fan on the daily. And
Tyler
that's
Smith.
Yeah. But I talk to 5 Knicks fans on the daily.
Fair.
Between Marshall, a couple of my college friends. I guess I know 2, excuse me. If Brendan O'Kane's watching, I apologize. 2 Celtics fans. But I still, it's probably a 2-to-1 ratio of Knicks to Celtics.
Interesting.
Fans, which is why I can't have them have success.
What about Dylan Summer?
I don't talk to him on the daily.
Fair enough.
We might work together, but he's a quiet guy. I don't talk that much in the office.
He's a balker.
He's a balker for sure. I didn't know what you said there. All right, fourth quarter's underway, folks. Here we go. 9-point OKC lead. And we'll start off the fourth by a foul. Caruso flying to the rim. He's a little banged up, slow to get up here. But he'll be going to the line for 2.
This is where Shea starts getting to the line.
I mean, he still only shot 2 free throws.
That's why he starts getting to the line. Caruso going to the line. The pride of College Station in Texas A&M. First free throw is good.
Back to a 10-point lead for OKC. They've led by practically double digits for this entire second half. Pacers got it down to 6, and then the Thunder were able to answer and get it right back to 11. TJ McConnell gets it over to Benedict Mathurin, who's been really quiet in this one. He didn't have the best series against the Knicks either. A couple of good games, but that's about it. McConnell probing, bank shot, can't go. Hartenstein with the board. Jalen Williams working downhill, gets cut off Mathurin. Good defense there. Now pick and roll with Hartenstein. Gets Mathurin to his back, snake dribble, excellent move. Jalen Williams getting to the rim and finishing with ease. 13-point lead.
Well, look who came out firing in the fourth quarter. It was the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Siakam inside, fouled before the shot. Caruso grabbing Siakam's arm on the floor. I mean, just a beautiful snake dribble there. Gets to the rim. Great seal by Hartenstein as well. You know, not enough is talked about the Gortat screen. Cool.
One of my favorite plays in the NBA.
Out of the bounds play, Mathurin to the rim, fouled, and he'll go line.
Good out of bounds play drawn up there. Benedict Mathurin going to the line. What is that QR code, do you think? On their jerseys.
I missed it.
That's their sponsor.
Oh, on the jersey.
Yeah.
So that's Paycom, I think.
No, for Indiana.
Oh, yeah. Paycom's the arena for the Thunder.
Sugar Sean.
Superstar.
Are we outside watching that?
Is it that good of one where we should be? Yeah. Is the card that good? It's O'Malley, yeah, but
The main two fights are very good.
the other one's Juliana Pena, right?
Yeah.
I interviewed her at the Super Bowl. Oh, I told you that the other day. Jalen Williams the other way. Split pair of free throws for Indiana. Aaron Wiggins, backdoor, fouled by McConnell. And we're starting to see some foul calls here early in the fourth.
As expected. The call came in.
By who?
Silver.
For what, though? What's the call?
Call more fouls.
Why would they want more fouls?
You tell me.
So
More fouls, longer game, longer watch time, more ratings.
I guess I can't disagree with you there.
I'm sure Adam's in the building.
Oh, yeah, they showed him.
Yeah.
Aaron Wiggins' first free throw, no good.
Do you think he visits all 30 arenas on a given season?
No.
No way, right?
I don't know that for certain, but I just find it very hard to believe that he was ever in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I was literally just going to use that as an example.
Or there's no chance he went to the Utah Jazz game this year either. I bet he doesn't go to really any games outside of the playoffs, the All-Star, maybe a season opener.
He goes to some marquee games throughout the season.
Okay. Mathurin slithers in and finds an angle, banks it home. Pacers still hanging around, 11-point game. All it takes is 1-6-0 spurt, and we got a close game.
Someone's dead.
Yeah, Mathurin down and banged up, holding his elbow. Jalen Williams able to take advantage and gets to the rim, lays it up and in. So he's got a couple buckets here early in the fourth. Back to a 13-point game. Thomas Bryant works it around the horn. It's Shepard. Now back to McConnell. There's just no easy targets on this Oklahoma City defense. And on cue, McConnell turns it over but gets it back.
Yeah, it hit the rim and the shot clock did not reset.
Wait, it hit the rim. When did it hit the rim?
Oh. They're saying OKC had possession.
Okay.
Which they did.
Are you calling this possession?
Absolutely.
I don't know about that.
Oh my God, yeah, he had two hands on the ball and came down with it.
But I don't even know if he touched ground yet with his 2 feet.
100%.
That's ridiculous. Fresh 22 seconds on the shot clock for the Pacers. Relax over there. I didn't know you were a Pacer super fan. Siakam, Euro step inside, no good. Rebound, Mathurin, no good. He goosed the layup. Ball loose, out of bounds. Will stay with Indiana.
I am a Pacers sympathizer.
News to me. Wow, even the Steelers tweeted out.
Yeah.
Look at that. McConnell inbounding from the baseline, having a hard time finding someone. That's got to be 5 seconds. Well, he just throws it right to OKC, and Jalen Williams skies in for the slam. Largest lead, 15 points. J-Dub with 6 in the period. Timeout, Indiana.
And that might do it, folks.
Paul George. Ball game.
Gatorade commercial. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, shit.
Holy fuck, that's good.
Thunder fans on their feet. Let's tell the people about a little prize picks for the final time.
Yes, indeed.
Coop, I have an entry for today. You have an entry today.
I do.
Why don't you tell us about your entry on prize picks? We've showcased mine a lot today.
I would absolutely love to. Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. It is super easy to play. All you have to do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. The championship series is here, and you can get in on the action today in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They do put their members first, and all withdrawals are super quick. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes when you win a Prize Picks projection. Here is my Prize Picks for tonight. I went with the more on Miles Turner rebounds. I believe that one has already hit.
I'll check it for you here, Coop. Miles Turner has 8 rebounds.
Cash.
Halliburton has 10 points, so currently cash.
Okay.
Bad news for you.
We're in trouble with the free throws with Shea. I got caught up in the media speculation about him being a free throw merchant.
SGA would need to have 9 free throws in the fourth quarter alone to get to that 11 number needed.
It's possible, but not probable. But you can go make picks of your own and win some money today with our friends over at Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. And you don't even need to win to receive that bonus. It is guaranteed. Again, download the app and use code CLNS for a $50 bonus when you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks. Run your game. That link will be in the live chat, and it is in the comments and description of today's show.
And, that was just well said there, Jeffrey Cooperstein. That's why they call you the best in the business. At Chat Sports. I'm a little sweaty myself on my entry for Prize Picks. I had more than Pascal Siakam, 19.5 points. He's got 16, so I just need 4 there.
Need 4.
I had less than on Tyrese Halliburton, 17.5 points as well. He has 10, so I'm with you there.
I did place an alternate one as well, where I went with the more on Shea field goals attempted.
That's one of my entries, and he's already hit that.
And then I took the more on Halliburton, 13.5
points.
Yep.
Okay. And then I also have Cason Wallace, more than 12.5 points, 11 assists, still stuck at that 7 number. But all it takes is a couple 3-pointers to go in, and you never know.
I thought Hallie had 10.
He did. That's what I said. No.
It says 8 on Prize Picks right now.
No, he has had 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because he had 6 points at halftime, and then he had those 2 little floaters.
Right.
Or pull-up mid-ranges.
Yeah, he has 10.
Back in action here with 9:30 to go in the fourth. Pacers need to go on a little bit of a spurt here after the Thunder have opened up their largest lead in the game. Well, they're going to whistle Alex Caruso for a foul and one. Andrew Nembhard. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Indiana coming out of that timeout.
Rick Carlisle, one of the best out-of-timeout coaches in this league.
Well, I'll say this. It wasn't even him really scripting up anything good.
No, it wasn't.
That was just an Andrew Nembhard. I am just going to beat Alex Caruso to the rim and finish.
Bully ball.
And he converts the 3-point play, and it's back to a 12-point game. Caruso just picked up his 4th foul. He's got 9 points in 21 minutes of action. Cason Wallace swings it over to Jalen Williams. SGA remains on the bench. Over to Wallace, corner 3. That would have been really, really helpful for my Prize Picks, but unfortunately doesn't go. Ball loose, still on the ground, going out of bounds, and it's going to stay with OKC. Looks like Alex Caruso dove on the floor to cause some havoc there, and the ball went off of Obi Toppin. Caruso now guarded by Toppin. Crosses the timeline. Now gets a step after a Shammgod fouled and one! Oh my! Alex Caruso!
What a move!
Sham got at him.
Who knew he had that?
I don't even know how you finish that, taking a bump to the rim like that. Looks like me driving to the rim on Jeffrey Cooperstein.
No, I'd body you. I'd take the charge.
Caruso misses the free throw. No one at Chat Sports can guard me. No one in the chat can guard me.
You been hooping lately?
No, I haven't hooped in a while. Doesn't matter. Point
No
remains the
one
same.
in the chat can guard you.
No one in the chat can guard me. No one in Chat Sports can guard me. Obi Toppin 3. That's his 4-3 of the game. Back to an 11-point. I think that's Obi's 14th point.
Yeah.
Obi's kind of hooped off the bench.
4 of 7 from 3.
Turned the ball over 2 times the first 3 minutes of action today, and then after that, it's been really good. Jalen Williams working on Neesmith. Neesmith's been really quiet tonight, Coop. Williams drives, doubled, can't hit the pull-up mid-range, and the rebound down to Indiana. Can get it back to a single-digit game with a bucket on this possession. Nembhard to the rim, hanging, can't finish. Ball tipped around. Caruso swoops in for the board. About 8 minutes to go here in game 1.
What up, Mike Nintendo Master?
Williams, step back, drives, bumped, drops it off Hartenstein. 6-foot push shot on the baseline, too strong. He's really struggled with that shot in the playoffs.
Yeah, he has.
Halliburton, pick and roll, swings to the corner. Turner, quick trigger 3. Oh, buries it. It's an 8-point game, and we're going to have a timeout by OKC.
They're just hanging around.
Just hanging around. Chet Holmgren and SGA set the check back in after the timeout, but the Pacers trailed as much as 15 in this fourth quarter, have now cut it back down to 8. Who you got? OKC for the Thunder, IND for the Pacers.
Let us know.
Who ya got? We're going to update the live poll as well for the remainder of the game.
If you would have told me this was an 8-point game with 7:45 remaining after how bad the Pacers played in the first half of this game, I would have told you you're nuts. But here we are.
Wow, 54% of the quick votes coming in on Indiana to win this game. See what the live chat says. Pacers from Stuff. OKC from Maya's World. Ben says OKC. Indiana from Time Man.
Could you imagine if Indiana wins this game, how good they're feeling about themselves?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I would be willing to just do a complete 180 and say that the Pacers would win the series if they win this game.
I wouldn't either.
But I think if you were to give me a percent chance of winning the finals before the series started, I think most people would give it 80% OKC, 20% Indiana.
Absolutely.
If they win game 1, entering game 2, I think OKC would still be favored, but I think it would be like a 55% OKC, 45% Indiana. This would be a massive game for the Pacers to get. I mean, many people, I said it at halftime, like myself included, believe that this game could be argued as the most important one for Indiana because you just can't get into a hole against this Thunder team with how good they are, especially at home. You need to capture home court advantage at some point, and being able to do that right off the rip in game 1 would just be absolutely massive.
If the Thunder get a lead in this series, are they going to lose 4 out of 6 games? No chance.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree, yeah.
F1 movie.
Yeah, I feel like you're sneaky. Are you an F1 guy?
I like F1. I'm a casual, very casual.
Yeah, you're very casual. Matt Verstappen.
Yep. Super Max.
I don't know anybody else.
Max Verstappen. Lando Norris.
That's not a person.
Lewis Hamilton?
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Know that guy. I don't know anything about racing. Not a racing guy. How about Brett Elper, the fraud that he is, tweeting out today that a NASCAR game or a NASCAR race, whatever the fuck is on, I don't know, it feels more important than this basketball game.
Right now?
He tweeted this out or in the first half.
Oh my God,
he's
that's
just
embarrassing.
salty that his Knicks got undressed by the Indiana Pacers.
I'm actually going to tweet him right now.
Jason Tatum says low-scoring game. I'm going to disagree with that. I mean, I don't think this is low-scoring at all. Low-scoring to me is you barely get to these point totals at the end of the game. We still got 7.5 minutes to go.
I'm replying to Albert's
Oh,
tweet.
what a play by Dagan Hall out of the timeout. And Kaysen Wallace with the backdoor cut for an easy layup. Lead back to 10. It's big for my prize picks as well. We're now, I think, 5 away. We were at, that's an illegal screen. No, not called. No, late call, but it is original. It's finally called.
I just responded to Alpert. I said, this is an embarrassing tweet.
Yeah, I'm at 9. Can we get 4 points, rebounds, assists for Kaysen Wallace the rest of the way? It's dicey. He just hasn't been on the glass, and I don't understand what's up. Kaysen usually good for about 4 boards.
He's at 9 right now?
9 points, rebounds, assists, yeah. I need 4. A 3 would be nice, because then I just would need a rebound or an assist. Well, Wallace is going to load up a 3.
Oh.
He's 0 for like 4 from beyond the arc. He's killing me. If you give me one of those, it'd be set. Neesmith galloping inside, loses the handle. Loose ball on the baseline, regains control. Out to Toppin for 3. And how about Obi Toppin? There's no stopping him. He's got 5 threes and 17 points.
It's a 7-point game.
Whew.
5 of 8 from 3.
Holmgren downhill, kicks to Jalen Williams. Drive, back out the door. He's got 5 threes. Can't answer. Halliburton with the board. Starting lineup for the Thunder in. Neesmith 3. Looks like they got blocked. Offensive rebound, Miles Turner. And then foul on Jalen Williams. They're calling on the floor. Just like that. Pacers have a chance to get this to 5 or 4 points. I think you got to close with Toppin here.
The way he's playing, absolutely.
But who gets benched? Is it Siakam, who's it right now from the starting lineup, or are they going to eventually bench Neesmith?
It's got to be Neesmith.
Turner, sidestep 3. Oh, he banked it in! It's a 4-point game! It's a 12-2 Pacers run over the last 3 minutes. Do the Thunder have a response? Oh, boy. Here we go, folks.
Here we go.
OKC. Putting in the hands of SGA.
Here we
Drive,
go.
Foul. That's a foul.
Here we go.
That's a foul.
Here we go.
SGA and Nembhard sharing some words as well. And then Nembhard bumps SGA while he's at the line.
They're Canadian friends.
Played on the Canadian national team this past Olympics.
My God.
A little bit of a disappointing appearance for the Canadians as well.
Yes, it was.
I thought they were going to have a chance to beat the United States team. Just had no interior depth. I mean, SGA, Murray, Nembhard.
They're starting Dwight Powell.
Dylan Brooks, I believe, right?
Yep.
SGA knocks down the first free throw. I can't believe Miles Turner banked this in. He released it, and it's like he almost looked to try to bank it
With
in.
a kiss.
Not that he did, but when he released it, he didn't like let it go and be like, oh shit, I missed that badly. He kind of stood there like he was going to cash it. So Obi Toppin goes to the bench, Siakam in, wondered if they would stick with Toppin with how well he shot it from beyond the arc. SGA makes both free throws and gets the Thunder to the century mark. In these close games, the teams that gets to 100 first usually wins. Turner, top of the key, guarded by Holmgren, resets over to Nembhard. Nembhard, back to Turner, elbow jumper, good. Caruso checks back in, by the way. Kaysen Wallace takes a seat. Could be it for him today, unfortunately. It's a 4-point game. Pacers hung around, and here they are in a close one. Williams to the rim, fouled, and the free throws are coming here now, Jeffrey Cooperstein.
We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. That's a foul.
Yeah. Wow. Williams at the line, makes the first.
As long as they're calling fouls, that's okay.
Williams with 16 points today, make it 17 as he knocks down both in this trip to the line. Over 700 people watching. Hit that sub button. We're trying to get to 400K. I'll tell you what, if we get to 410K subscribers today on this stream, I'll do a beer bong.
I'm down.
We put out daily content live for every finals game. Missed shot inside by Nembhard. Pacers couldn't take advantage on that trip. And now the Thunder look to extend their lead. Williams to the rim. Is able to get to the rim, but can't finish. Rebound Halliburton. He's only got 10 points. He really has not been aggressive. Now he gets aggressive and is able to finger roll a layup in. He's got 12.
Hopefully he gets one more basket.
Hey, for the people that took advantage of the Prize Pick Square. Holmgren to the rim. Can't make the layup. And just like that, the Pacers can make this a one-score game.
Go get the ball.
Nembhard working on Dort. Good defense by Lou Dort, just stonewalling Nembhard. 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton gets a step out to Turner for a 1-point game. No, and Caruso with the board. 4 minutes to go in Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals.
You got a clutch game.
This is why we play the game, folks. SGA splits a double to the rim, hangs, bank. Oh! That was tough. 6-point lead for the Thunder. Halliburton needs to have a couple moments here. To the corner, it's Nembhard. Bodies hit the deck, no whistles. Back to Halliburton. Working on Holmgren. Crosses over, step back, right wing 3. No. Jalen Williams with the board.
Got to get a stop here.
Holmgren stood his ground well on that possession. Cason Wallace will come back in. Wonder if that's for Caruso. SGA driving left, gets by Halliburton, fouled, and it's going to be 2 free throws coming for SGA, who have only attempted 4 free throws in this game. He's 3 for 4 at the line, but this will be his 3rd and 4th free throw attempt of the 4th quarter alone. I mean, that last bucket by SGA, splitting the double,
tough.
Getting to the rim, hanging and banking it off the glass. That's just, man, hard to put in the words.
I mean,
and that's why I am such an SGA guy. Just puts his head down, draws fouls, gets to the rim.
English.
He's got 32 in the game so far, chance to get to 33 and 34. I will say this, something to note late in this game. Thunder, no challenges left. Indiana still has their challenge.
That's correct.
So that's going to be important here coming down the stretch of this one. Alexander's first free throw, nothing but net. The lead's back to 7. MVP chance raining down on Alexander, who makes both free throws, and the lead is back up to 8 with 3:20 to go.
Got to have a good set here if you're the Pacers.
Thunder 19 of 22 at the line for today. Pacers 12 of 17. Halliburton gets the switch. SGA defends, drives, hangs, can't finish. Good help defense. Siakam offensive rebound, fouled on the putback attempt by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it will be 2 free throws coming for Siakam. I am dangerously close here on my prize picks.
You are.
I need 4 more points from Siakam. So if he makes any free throws, if he makes both free throws, I'm a bucket away with him. And I still need 4 rebounds, points, assists from Cason Wallace for a 250 bomb. Siakam's free throw front rims it. That doesn't help me there. Does not help me there. Siakam, I think the only player on the Pacers looking for their second title.
Yep.
Or Thomas Bryant, was he part of that?
Lakers
you know what?
team?
Thomas Bryant was part of that Nuggets team.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was on the bench for that Nuggets series against the Heat. Siakam misses both free throws. Wow, what a missed opportunity.
What do we have?
But I think we have a lane violation on
my.
Oklahoma City, giving Siakam another shot at a free throw.
Violation on Lou Dort.
Don't often see that call, Coop.
Not called very often, especially by the trailing official.
Oh, I mean, he's standing almost at the free throw line.
Yeah.
How do you have to call that?
Caruso was well in the lane as well. I mean, that could have been called on anybody.
I mean, he was stepping one step behind Siakam. That was ridiculous by Lou Dort.
Obi's coming back in.
We're going to go small ball Pacers. They're taking out Miles Turner, and Obi Toppin's coming in.
Probably just for this possession because there's a dead ball at the next, or there's a timeout at the next dead ball, excuse me.
Are we sure?
Yeah, under 3.
Haven't we had, is there always an under 3? Haven't we had 2 timeouts already in this quarter? I think we have.
I still think there's an under 3.
Maybe, I don't know. Siakam makes that free throw, so they take advantage of the lane violation. It's 106-99.
Indiana showing a little pressure.
Ooh, SGA is able to corral a tough pass there. Caruso hits the deck. Wow, Thunder went small. Chet Holmgren out. Kaysen Wallace in. Jalen Williams playing the 5, which is probably why they went Obi Toppin. Oh, SGA loses the handle. Ball loose. A foul? On who? Oh, they're saying it's a foul on Halliburton. Reaching in? Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Hits him on the arm. Hits him on the arm. That's a good call. I honestly don't even know how you see that.
Good call by the official. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hits him twice.
It's a reach.
On the right arm and the back left elbow.
I thought there was a timeout here, but I guess not.
That's why I thought it's just mandatory 2 timeouts in each quarter. And since they already took 2.
I thought it was always supposed to be under 7 and under 3.
Well, I think if one happens like at the 9-minute mark, which happened with OKC, and then the Pacers, then there was another timeout like at the 7-minute mark. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't even know if there was 2 timeouts this quarter, to be honest.
Yeah, there had to be.
Well, either way, SGA makes both free throws. You're sneaky close. You only need 3 more free throw attempts. Nembhard almost turns it over, gets it to Obi Toppin. He drops it off to Nesmith. Corner 3. Buries it. Are we going to see Game 1 heroics from Aaron Nesmith again? 6-point game. 2.5 to go in Game 1. SGA on the precipice of a 40-point performance in his first ever NBA Finals game. Is he going to ice it? Splits a double team. Kicks it out to Jalen Williams. Left wing 3. No. Rebound Nesmith, and the Pacers are still hanging in there with 2:15. Nembhard picks up his dribble in no man's land, finally discards it and gets it back. Nembhard now working on Alexander. Thought about a step back. Nothing there. Now launches a deep left wing 3. Buries it! It's a 1-possession game with 1:59 to go.
6 straight by Indiana.
The Pacers are 6 of 9 from 3 in the fourth quarter. And that is how you get a 9-point lead down to 3 in 30 seconds. Wallace kicks it. Dort looking for the answer. Left wing. No. Rebound. Indiana. They could tie if they take a 3. Nesmith drives. Hangs. Blocked. What a block by Lou Dort. SGA gets the board, drives on Toppin, hangs, finishes! What a turn of events! All started by the defense by Lou Dort. And then, a foul called on Alex Caruso. I believe that is number 5.
No challenges remaining either.
Nembhard going to line. How about this defense? My goodness. Lou freaking Dort. Straight
that
up, absolute vertical, and then just swats the shit out of Nesmith. SGA picks up the loose ball, goes coast to coast, absorbs some contact, and sneaks in a layup to give the Thunder a 5-point lead. But Nembhard can get it back to a 1-score game with some free throws. Makes the first after a friendly roll. Minute 22 to go. Thunder leading 110-106. Nembhard, Nesmith, Toppin, Siakam, and Halliburton on the floor for Indiana. Jalen Williams, Caruso, SGA, Cason Wallace, and Dort on the floor for the Thunder. 1:15 to go. 3-point game. Hit that sub button. Who you got, OKC or Indiana? Alexander, driving left, gets inside, hangs, blocked by Siakam. Chance to tie once again if they take a three. Nesmith, and the Pacers will slow it down. We're officially under a minute to go in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Thunder lead by 3. Nembhard working on Wallace, going for the tie. Step back, no. Rebound, Siakam, put back, yes. It's a 1-point game. Could you imagine the cardiac kids of the Indiana Pacers? It's a 10-2 run over the last 2 minutes. 35 seconds to go in Game 1. SGA isolated on Nembhard. Step back over to Williams. Jalen Williams, 5 on the shot clock, driving on Nesmith. Finds an angle. Can't get it to go. Rebound, ball loose. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Thunder basketball with 22.5 seconds remaining. Now the shot clock will go to 14. And the Pacers are going to call timeout challenging it.
Might as well.
Now, here's an interesting rule. Correct me if I'm wrong, Coop.
Oh, they're going to maybe call the push?
Yes, so they're going to challenge the out-of-bounds call because they didn't call a foul. And I don't think you could challenge if they don't call a foul. But in the new rules, under, I think, the last 2 or 3 minutes, if you challenge the out-of-bounds play, you are then allowed to look if a foul occurred in that
Correct.
same play. So they're challenging the out-of-bounds play, hoping that the refs see the little bump there by Caruso on Siakam, and the foul will be called on the Thunder.
Correct.
Which would give the ball to Indiana with under 24
Would that send
seconds
them to the line?
Loose ball foul? Does that go into the line?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, interesting.
I never remember.
Who you got? Let's get it on screen, Coop. Who you got? IND for the Pacers, OKC for the Thunder. This would be an absolute steal of a game by the Pacers.
We've got 1,000 people watching.
You want to shout out, spam Indiana, OKC? Let me know your thoughts during this timeout. Nick's Galaxy says OKC. Joshua says Indiana. Ego says OKC. Stuff Indiana. Josh saying the Pacers. Let's watch the replay here.
We hooked them.
I got to be honest, Coop. I don't think that's even a foul.
I don't think it's a foul.
It's worth the gamble because the Pacers had 2 timeouts. Yeah, I guess right there. But like that's nothing. I just think these are 2 guys going for a loose ball.
If you're Indiana, you're playing this straight up. 8-second differential.
Yeah, I am because the
think
Pacers or the Thunder really haven't shot well from 3 in this game. I think this has got to just stand as an out of bounds, no?
I would agree. We're still under review here.
I think this will be Thunder ball. The shot clock will be at 14, and the Pacers will likely probably
Here's
defend.
the call.
Here's the call. No foul, all out of bounds on Indiana, so it's going to be Thunder ball. Now, here's another interesting facet of the game, Coop. If the Thunder ultimately score on this possession, and it's a 3-point game, Mark Dagenhalt, the head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder, is a massive believer in fouling up 3.
As you should.
And Indiana, a good 3-point shooting team, I doubt they would let them get off a 3.
Nope. They're playing it straight
8-second
up.
differential, shot clock, game clock. Under 20 to go. SGA has it on the left wing, guarded by Nembhard. Goes, drives, spins, cut off, fadeaway, jumper, too strong. Ball rebounded by Indiana. 8 on the clock. They have a chance to win it. No timeout, Carlisle. 4, Halliburton, 3, 2, pull up, mid-range jumper. Goes! It goes! and the Pacers take the lead with 0.3 seconds remaining. Timeout! OKC! A stunned crowd! As we're going to see potentially an unbelievable comeback by the Indiana Pacers.
Are you kidding me?
SGA got a clean look at around 13 feet. Carlisle doesn't believe in calling timeouts. And then Halliburton does it again with an 18-foot right wing step back jumper over the outstretched arms of Cason Wallace. Oh, what the helly?
What the helly, Burton?
Now we'll see the replay of when the actual clock will be at, because this is very important, Coop. Remember, 0.3 seconds and below, you cannot shoot it. It has to be a tip. But if it's 0.4 or 0.5, you then could be able to get a shot off if you're able to get one. What an unbelievable sequence here. What is this? A 16-4 run over the last 3 minutes by the Pacers? It might be 17.
And also, that got them more on 13 and a half.
Wow, it did. So the updated clock is at 0.3 seconds.
So it has to be a tip.
So the only way that the Thunder can win this game is if they throw it at the rim and Chet goes up and tips it in. I'm surprised Hartenstein's not in the game. It's got to be a tip.
Or is 0.3, can you catch and shoot?
No, I don't think so. It's got to be more than 0.3.
Okay.
Timeout Indiana. They'll talk it over. I mean, are you kidding me? I can't believe it. The devil magic in Indiana is absolutely insane. Hit that sub button right now as we're witnessing an unbelievable close to the first game of the NBA Finals. I'm Nic Rohloff. We got Jeffrey Cooperstein here. We'll be live for every NBA Finals game.
Let's go.
We thought we might see Pacers get run out of the building. They battled back, and they're 0.3 seconds away from stealing game one on the road. It's a good point by Richard Jefferson. There is no goaltending either way. So if the ball is right above the cylinder because it's not a shot and it's a pass and because of time, it is allowed. So this ball will just be flung towards the rim, and it will just be who can get a hand on it and can they put it in the cup. Do you even practice this? Likely not.
No, you never do.
Caruso is going to be the player to inbound. They're going to try to get Holmgren going towards the rim here. Lob is up. It's tipped. No good. And the Pacers steal game one on the road. What a wild comeback by Indiana to absolutely stun Oklahoma City and take a 1-0 series lead.
You want to talk about stealing a ball game? Are you kidding me? This is what they do.
It is just hard to put into words, Jeffrey Cooperstein.
This is what they do. There is no way they won that game. They turned it over 20 times in the first half.
Now, with that being said, I am not sure they really turned it over at all in the second half. 6.
Okay.
Second half turnovers. I mean, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, you look at this game, Coop. Oh, well, the turnovers. Pacers shot 46% from three.
Yeah, no, I mean, just unbelievable.
The Thunder only shot 39.8% from the field. SGA went for 38, 5, and 3, but couldn't make the biggest shot when it mattered the most. Chet Holmgren did absolutely nothing. I am shocked.
I can't believe it. Is someone going to screen record a short?
Yeah. Jackson is.
Do I need to put something?
Yeah, I'll Slack.
Okay.
If you want to Slack,
Yeah, I'll just put it in production.
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
We're gonna film a quick short here and then sign off unless some super chats came in. All right, Coop, we can do this whenever. The Indiana Pacers stun the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. It looked like OKC all the way. The Thunder forced 20 turnovers in the first half, but an improbable run in the final 4 minutes of the game. Defense clamping in on SGA, forcing a miss with 20 seconds, and then Tyrese Halliburton, the stone-cold killer, did it again, hitting an 18-foot right-wing jumper with 0.3 seconds remaining. He did it in Game 1 against the Knicks. He did it against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. Halliburton is as clutch as it comes, and he does it again, and the Pacers are now set up for a golden opportunity, taking a very shocking and commanding 1-0 series lead in the 2025 NBA Finals. It had to be under a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe what I just saw.
I mean, I got to
be honest.
I'm at a loss.
That was crazy.
I'm at a loss. Wow. Is it really the Pacers? This devil magic stuff has just got to stop.
It's got to stop at some point, right?
They're unbelievable. I tweeted out, how did the Pacers win that game? Devil magic.
Dude, I feel so bad for Cullen, bro.
Oh, yeah, I feel bad. I can't believe how that's happened now. Like, it happened against the Bucks, down, 7 or 9 with a minute to go. Obviously, the Knicks game 1, and now this game.
Unbelievable, man. At some point, you think it's going to end, but it might end with them lifting the Larry.
Just insane. What the helly? And the thing is so crazy about Halliburton, that's just not his game. Like,
not at all.
He's not a mid-range guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
The scenes are unreal, man.
Wow, wow, wow. Yes, sirs.
That just feels like such a massive game for the Pacers.
Yeah.
Now they can play basically worry-free in Game 2. And, man, if they pull out Game 2, I mean, you have to think that they're favorites to win this series.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, we appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We'll give it a minute. If any super chats come in with thoughts on tonight's game, we'll stay alive. If not, we'll sign off and see you guys on Sunday afternoon for Game 2 between Indiana and Oklahoma City.
We'll be here.
Me and Coop will be here once again. Pacers outscored Oklahoma City 35-25 in the fourth quarter, Coop. I want to find the fourth quarter run. The Thunder went up. Ready? It was 108-99, Coop. Just remember that.
108.99.
108.99 with 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go. So in the final 2 minutes and 50 seconds, the Pacers outscored the Thunder. That would be 12.
13-2.
12. 99 to 111. 12.
108.
108.99.
12
to 2.
Yep.
Yeah, 12 to 2.
Yep.
In the final 3 minutes. Wow.
If you're a Thunder fan,
I'd be sick to myself.
I would be sick.
Sick. I'd be throwing up. I'll say this, Coop. SGA had a really good look at ending that.
Yes, he did.
Not ending it. It still would have been a 3-point game.
He had a very good look.
But, I mean, that was a really good look. Wow, just thinking about this, Coop. That 1 point that the Pacers got from the lane violation certainly came into play there.
Yes, it did.
Unbelievable.
If Lou Dort could have stayed behind the three-point line.
How about this? Like, it's actually insane to say this, but Tyrese Halliburton is legitimately, I think, the clutchest player we have seen maybe in NBA history. Have you seen the numbers that he's put up in shots like that, either to tie or take the lead with under like a minute to go?
He's hit a lot of them.
He shoots above like 50%.
Yeah.
We just have not seen it. For someone who doesn't take a lot of shots, isn't a scorer, to have as many and efficient shots late in the fourth quarter like he does, it's just insane. That Nembhard step back three with 2 minutes to go over SGA to make it a 3-point game was huge.
Turner banking in the three.
Oh, and there's just so many moments that you can look at and be like, wow.
Yes, sir.
The yes sirs strike again.
And the Carter 6 is dropping at 11.
Obi Toppin was really good down the stretch. I mean, Chet Holmgren, Coop, ready for this? 24 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 9 from the field.
Ew. Ew. That's 15 in the league.
Seeps and Smitty texted me, what the hell, he's the best in the world, SGA could never. I just responded, Chet Holmgren discourse has never been more alive.
I love it.
All right, no super chats came in. That's going to do it for today's stream. Appreciate everybody who hung out with us here tonight. A lot of fun. Hopefully game 2 is just as good. I have a fear that it's going to be similar to game 2 of Nuggets Thunder, where the Nuggets somehow stole game 1, and then the Thunder came out and beat them by 40. But let's hope that's not the case, and we have another classic on Sunday. We'll see you there. Nic Rohloff, Jeffrey Cooper.
Adios.
A lot of fun. See you Sunday, folks.